Welcome to Laugh Out Lore's not Secrets of Eldruma. Tonight is a one-shot DM'd by Alex. It is a St. Patrick's Day theme, as you can tell with the green. It's called St. Patties Massacre. So, quick announcements. If you're coming here from our Facebook page, thanks for coming in. Hit that like button or the follow button, and we'd really appreciate it. Thank you for hopping in. Friday, we are starting our very first session of Passed Down Stories, where we are, it's basically telephone, the game we played as kids, and we all tell, or one person tells a story, and it's passed down and passed down, passed down. No one has watched any of the videos except for the one they were sent, including myself. So I'm pretty excited about it on Friday. It is 8 p.m. Eastern, so same time as right now. As of right now, they're going to be Fridays. We don't know the frequency yet, but keep tuning in to find out more. I will update our schedule on Twitch whenever we get a finalization. A couple of things. It'll probably only be about an hour. It will not be our normal 3-hour session. So it opens up your Friday nights. Just hop in, give it a listen, laugh with us, and go about your business. Also, if you type !socials with an S, you will see our Discord server. You will see our Facebook links, our Twitch links. I think that's it right now because I don't really use Twitter. We have a Twitter account. I just don't use it. So, with that, let's get started. Alex, take it away.
Oh, God, thank you, Brandon. All right, so to start with this, I'm going to have everybody introduce their character so it makes a little more sense as to kind of where we're at. So let's start off with Brandon.
Yeah, so I am Fervor, the Dragonborn Druid. Not a lot of background. He actually doesn't remember much of his past at all. He woke up in a grove when he was very young and was raised by tree nymphs, which is why he became a druid. He is level 5, and I think all of us are level 5.
Anthony?
My name is Alexis, Satyr, Barbarian. From like 4 foot tall, grumpy as fuck, kind of like Phil from Hercules, looking for something to do.
Cool. Curtis?
Yeah, my name is Willie. I'm a teenage 65, but I'm a teenage drow half elf rogue. That's a lot to say, I know. Okay, and I just follow these guys around because they don't give me a choice.
Cool. Chris?
So I'm Warren. Yeah. I am a Minotaur Barbarian Paladin. So I will fuck you up, and then I'll heal you and fuck you up again.
All right, and then we do have a special guest tonight, so I'll let him introduce himself.
My name's Scott. My character's name is Sinwin. He's a Scourge Azamar Paladin in the Oath of Glory. So he is out to put his name into the world.
All right, so now that everybody's been introduced, the story starts. You guys are in a tavern. You look across as your party walks in, and you see a giant of a man. Some might even say he's a bit intimidating, but you guys have frequented this bar before, and you know that he's not much to really worry about. The tavern seems just like every standard tavern, a little bit dusty, a little bit dirty, but friendly people in a great place. What would you guys like to do?
I'd like to go up and say hey to this guy. Is he somebody that we've known from before?
No, you've just kind of seen him around the tavern.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up
really
and
talk much.
I'm gonna walk up and take my glove off and stick my hand out. Hey, bud, I'm Willie.
So he's drinking out of a big wooden stein. He kind of turns, nods his head at you, goes back to drinking.
I'm gonna say, can Can you spare some out of your barrel there? And I'm gonna hold out my little mead glass.
Deep voice. He's gonna turn and he's gonna go to dump, but then realize what he's doing. He's gonna slam the rest of his drink and set it on the table and say, "Order for yourself."
I'm gonna lean over his big mug and look down into it and go, every last drop, huh?
It's at this moment. He's gonna look at you, look at his cup, grab your head, grab his cup, and slam his cup into your head, but not to hurt you, just to tell you to get the fuck off of his cup.
So he's not said a single word yet. Oh no, he did.
Nope.
He said order for yourself, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna walk up, seeing Willie get hurt. I'm assuming that we've been adventuring together for quite a while.
I
I'm
would say
like,
that would be fair to say.
Willie, what the hell, dude? Like,
I know, man. He hurt your Willie.
I'm gonna touch Willie, and I'll be like, it's okay, and I'm gonna start stroking Willie.
Willie's gonna get nervous and spit on my chin a little bit.
I'm gonna walk up to this guy and be like, "Hey, all 4 foot of me. Why are you fucking with my friend?"
He's gonna look down and he's gonna be startled just a little bit. You can tell he kind of was not expecting something 4 foot to come up to his leg.
So this motherfucker's huge. Like, how tall?
Yeah, I would
Like, how
say
big is this guy?
he's about 10 foot.
10
Damn, he
foot?
towers
How
me.
tall are the ceilings?
God damn.
20
They're
foot
8
ceiling.
foot 9.
Think about like a meat hall kind of deal where it's really high ceilings, really long bar.
Like Viking style longhouse.
Right.
What's the going real estate for a tavern this size with 20-foot ceilings?
More than you probably got.
No, you said infinite amount. I'd like to try and buy this tavern.
So the owner's gonna walk out and say, "Not on your life, bud. We don't take gold, silver, platinum, copper, none of it."
I'm gonna kind of pull back my hair on one side and reveal the huge tattoo I have on the other side of my face. I'm gonna say, "How about now?"
He's gonna laugh just a little bit. Very big smirk on his face, and he's gonna say, "Nah."
I'm gonna look over at Willie and be like, dude, someone drew a dick on your face.
It's about now. The tavern owner's gonna reach over and look at this Goliath and say, "Need a refill?" Goliath nods his head, and you see him pour this strange golden liquid within his mug.
As he's pouring it, I'm gonna hold up my mead glass and just kind of cut off the stream halfway through.
Oh shit.
Not a great way to start, Curtis.
Sinwin is interested. He's been
I
hanging
don't
out
know
by
who-
the bar, just sipping his milk, but he sees this golden liquid and he's now just coming over and hanging out.
He said sipping milk.
Sinwin's disciplined. Like, he gets up in the morning and he does his exercises, he drinks his milk.
Is it at least in a dirty glass?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Give me some
Filthy.
milk in a dirty glass.
The only kind of glass we have in this town.
Yeah, that's true.
So this Goliath, as he's getting his stream of this golden liquid cut off, looks over, grabs him by the head, and throws him across the bar.
Can I roll acrobatics to try not to spill my glass?
You can always try.
Can I ram him in the nuts?
Not a good idea, but okay.
Wait, are you ramming Willie in the nuts?
No. The
Oh, okay.
giant.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah,
why are you ramming me in the
Probably
nuts?
pretty damn close. Just a good jump, and my goat horns will hit him right in the sack.
I would say that's
you're
about
safer.
fair.
It's 13 with 3 on acrobatics.
So you land pretty gracefully, but about the time that your feet hit the ground, there's a table right behind you, and you go kind of and tumble over the table.
Did I spill my glass?
Yes, just a little bit, not much, but you've
Oh, but
probably
there's
got
some
about
in
a
it.
sip left.
I'm gonna go ahead and rage first, and then headbutt him in the sack.
Go on ahead, roll for an unarmed strike.
So I'm presuming I can
Actually-
see this from sitting at the bar and
uh,
drinking. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Electos, really
Then I-
quick.
Sinwin leans over to Ferber and he's like, "So are we getting a bar fight right now?"
18 to hit.
Shit.
That does not hit.
What?
Ooh.
Ooh.
He kind of looks down at this little he all he can think of is it's just a little furry man. Stands up, says, "Don't try that again," and he sits back down and
I'll
takes a
fucking
big
do it
gulp
again.
of
Willie, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna pull out a bag of 40 platinum. I'm gonna set it on the table. I'm gonna say, I'm assuming you're for hire.
stuff. Well, I never thought my adventuring days would come back, but everything's worth a price.
But here we are.
I'm gonna look over at Willie and be like, Willie, do we really need him? Do we really want to spend our hard-earned, unlimited income?
Have you seen this guy? And I have change to spare.
I want to walk over and get whatever the Goliath is drinking in his cup. I want to get what he's having and sit down and drink with him.
I want to climb up on the table and stand on his cup so I can look him in the eyes.
So, about the time that
Listen here, fucko. This is how shit's gonna go down.
Chris is sliding up next to him and is ordering the same thing. It's the house special. It's nothing super strange or fantastic. But you notice that when you get your cup filled, it's not gold like his. His drink seems almost to have a shimmer that's unnatural.
I wanna
and as the
pop my
satyr
hand
jumps
on the
up onto his
table.
cup,
Go ahead.
as the satyr jumps up onto his cup, he kind of pats him on the head and says, "All right, I like your tenacity. You can sit down next to me."
Can
I'm
I?
gonna cast Speak with Animals and try and talk to him.
Always try. What kind of animal do you think this guy is?
I'm gonna guess he's like a hippo or something because he's kind of big and he seems kind of dumb because he's just not listening.
Does he have tusks?
No. He's a Goliath, and he looks at you as you mutter to him in some animal language. Does not understand a goddamn word of what you're saying. Chris, what were you wanting to do?
He said my drink didn't match. I want to slam my hand on the table and say, not what I ordered. I want what he's having.
And at about that moment, the tavern keep looks at you and says, "That is what he ordered."
It's not gleaming like his.
Seeing this and hearing this, can I roll sleight of hand, see if I can steal the mug?
I'm going to need two things. You can roll sleight of hand, but you're also going to need to roll the strength check. This is not a small mug. This is
Oh shit,
a
where's my
fucking
dice?
giant mug.
Okay.
Let me make sure I can pick up said mug. Oh yeah, I can pick it up.
How large is it, or how much
Oh,
does it
yeah.
weigh?
How much does that mug weigh? What do you want to say for a one arm lift?
All right, sleight of hand is a 22.
Okay.
Now strength, I will probably completely fail at. Oh, actually, it's not bad. 14.
14's almost enough to pick it up, but not quite. You kind of, you can slide it.
Sinwin sees him struggling. I'd like to help him pick up the cup.
It's about this time. You guys have drawn quite a bit of attention to yourself. He grabs his
I'm
cup,
gonna ask
lifts it up, and shakes you
Ferber,
off.
do you want me to get off of the cup? Might help you lift it up.
Can
I
I?
didn't think about that. My bad.
I'm gonna step down off of
these
the cup.
You're just
As
Still
these guys
sitting
are,
on the cup.
He
as
did
these guys are
actually.
trying to take this cup, I'd like to throw dancing lights. I'm gonna create 4 orbs that just kind of circle around his head.
It's about this moment. He's getting pretty pissed off. He came to the bar to have a nice drink. So far, he's been fucked with by a satyr. He's been fucked with by Fervor. He's been fucked with by Willie. And he has a drunk guy, what he assumes to be a drunk guy sitting next to him, slamming around about how he's not getting the same drink.
I'm not drunk yet. That I
Guys,
know
I
of.
feel like this is one of those times again where we should have done something and we didn't do it.
I want to order the Goliath a new drink as I slam mine.
When I
and order
hear
one more
Willie
for
say
me.
that, I'm gonna try and headbutt him.
Are you
You're gonna
headbutting
headbutt
Willie, or are
me?
you going to try headbutting the
No. The Goliath.
Oh. So you better
Go
not
ahead.
fucking headbutt me,
Go ahead and try the headbutt.
because I'll headbutt you back.
That doesn't hit.
It does not.
As he does his headbutt, I'm gonna join him. So now it's like a headbutt off. And I'm gonna slam my golden liquid before I do it, thinking that maybe that's why this guy's so big and strong. Maybe I'll be big and strong.
So
Makes sense.
about this time, you can definitely see the anger. And Curtis, I do want you to roll. But you can definitely see his anger welling up. His gray skin just kind of starts to darken, turning black. His eyes were once a light blue, now turning bright red and glowing off of, almost seeming like he's getting larger than he already was, as hard as that may be to believe.
I'm gonna look
Can
around
I-
and be like, guys, he's a leper.
Can I
Skin's
throw a
turning gray.
perception to see if I see that?
Yeah, go ahead. You all might actually want to roll perception.
Can I throw a religion check to see if I can tell what's going on?
You can sure try.
That's a 17 for
Can I-
me.
17.
Can I cast Fog Cloud and create fog all around us?
You
Like-
can definitely do that.
Like I just want like wrestler entrance kind of thing as he's growing. I was like dun and I'm like dun
I'm gonna put my hands up and be like, I'm in the red corner.
My perception, by the way, is only 7.
Okay, so right now, Brandon, you don't see shit. You just
see the
seem
fog.
very oblivious. You're focused on his mug and this fog that you're creating around him.
Perfect.
My religion check was a 15.
So, being a paladin, you would know that by the religious marks that are on his skin that he is a paladin or once was. But you don't know, you can't really tell much past the fact that he was at one point a paladin.
Okay.
And my perception was 19 with 3 for a 22.
Damn.
Oh, you notice that his veins are also bulging and that he's getting very tense, almost as if he's getting ready to move.
Can I go behind him and start just kind of lightly massaging his shoulders? And I'm like, hey, bud, hey, no need to be so tense.
Can you reach?
I'm gonna stand on a stool, and my arms are still kind of up here, but I'm still there.
By the way, what happened to me slamming the drink and ordering him a new one while I ordered myself one?
But let's take a step back. Prior to that, when you did order him a drink, he kind of nodded at you as his skin was starting to turn black. This time, the bartender pours you a drink. It's not the same color, but it's not entirely different. So I actually kind of want you to roll a perception to see if you can tell if it is different.
That is a 16 plus 5 for 21.
You do notice that it is slightly different, but not by much.
So I just want to take and pick my cup up, kind of just tap the one that I had, which we call it the barkeep bring for him, and kind of just slowly start chugging back.
Okay.
So
See
real
if he
quick,
joins me.
as he's growing, does he still have his mug?
Okay,
He does. And it seems like the mug is shrinking in his hand.
probably ready.
I'm gonna hide myself
At this moment,
into the
Guys.
fog. I'm just gonna
Go ahead,
hide down
Brandon,
into
what
the
was that?
fog.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I feel like we should try and make this guy rage out to where he grows bigger than the building and possibly hurts himself.
I think we should avoid that by all possibility.
I think
actually,
there's something to this.
so he stops growing. He kind of looks around, realizing what's going on. You see almost a look of shame come upon his face. His skin goes from this black color back to his normal grayish hue. His eyes still stay red, though, but they're not shining like they were.
So
Can I look at him and go, you just take it with stride, man. It's gonna happen.
when you say his eyes are red, are they like pupilless red, like demon eyes, or is it like bloodshot?
So they were at the beginning bright red, like demonic almost.
Okay.
But since that has happened, and since he started shrinking down, they now look more bloodshot than anything, almost like it took a lot out of him to do that.
Like super strained. Cool. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna be like, man, that must have gotten a lot out of you. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him.
So now that he's done that, go ahead and roll for that, Brandon.
Can I
That's
throw an Arcana check on this guy once he's done?
5 points
Yeah, go ahead.
of healing.
Cool. You see his eyes go back to normal. He's now just trying to drink his mead in peace.
Cool. I'm gonna still hide in the
Arcana.
fog.
Oh, sorry, Brandon.
No, you're good.
Arcana 16 with 4 for an unnatural 20.
So you know that the magic that he used is not. I'm trying to think of how to put this. The magic that he used was not anything holy or religious. It was more necrotic. His body almost seemed to rot while it pulsated with this dark energy.
Can I ask him if he's eaten yet or if he wants another mead?
He nods towards the mead, but turns down the food.
I order up another one for him.
He kindly obliges. This time, he's starting to seem a lot more talkative. He apologizes for his previous outburst and how his anger was just overwhelming him. As this happens, though, and as he takes his last gulp, he stands up and he says, I would like for you to join me to a village not too far away. This is not a safe journey, and by no means is this going to be anything past peaceful. Do you accept?
Absolutely.
Willie, I'm gonna snatch my bag of platinum back up, and I'm gonna say, no, we're not for hire.
Now I'm going to look at Willie and go, well, and I'm going to pick him up and go, majority rules, and tuck him under my arm and go, we're going.
I'm gonna like pull on his little loincloth and be like, I'll go with you.
All right.
Can I grab his mug?
Not a great idea, namely because now his mug seems to be his helmet. He has drank quite a bit. He'd been drinking prior to you guys getting there. His mug definitely fits over top of his head. And he kind of just takes it and turns it upside down and sticks it on top of his head.
I'm gonna be like, this motherfucker's drunk.
I'm going to look at him and go, show me your wall face. Can I roll for that?
I would like you to roll a charisma check, just because of who you're talking to.
What does the 16 get me?
A 16, he kind of smiles a little bit. You can definitely see almost a, like he's not blushing, but like he's red in the cheeks from how much he's drank.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Has he moved yet?
He's only stood up from his bar and took his cup and went and stuck it on top of his head.
Is he wobbling at all? Like, can I tell if he's drunk?
You wouldn't be able to tell. He's standing very, very steadfast. He's not leaning. He's not wobbling. But
okay.
You can definitely tell in his shoulders that he looks a lot more loose than he was before.
I'm definitely going
to hop up on his shoulder and be like,
he's going to look, kind of turn his head a little bit, laugh, and say, all right, we should be on our way then.
kind of do the little weird, goat foot thing where I like pat the ground and scuff the dirt. Look around.
Oh, fuck? Okay, so as you're doing this, Anthony, I do need you to roll a perception check.
Oh, that's
Okay.
too good. I'm so glad you're a goat.
He is the
That's
great.
a 15.
Okay, so you're noticing he's kind of wincing a little bit as you step in certain parts of his shoulder. You can't really tell where, but you can definitely tell that there's some pain coming from his shoulder.
You're like, a little tense there, buddy.
He pauses for a moment as you guys are exiting the tavern, and he kind of looks at you and just an old wound, and he won't explain much else.
I'm gonna jump really high and smack it, and I'll be like, "What's wrong? You got a bruise? You got a bruise?"
This
I'm holding you, so you got to break out of my fucking. I'm holding you under my arm at the moment.
Contesting strength.
Yes,
Oh, you got this one.
I should. 19.
Oh, 15.
So try as you might, you just can't seem to break away from his grip.
I'm gonna look
you
at
think-
Willie. Be like, calm down, Willie. Start stroking him. Stroking the Willie.
At this point, this giant turns around, kind of looks over at Willie and says, "You got a flopping Willie."
I'm gonna reach into my pouch and in my my bag of ball bearings here. I'm gonna pull out like 50 of them and just kind of scatter them on the ground in front of us.
So when you're doing this, are you trying to trip up Warren, or are you
Yeah.
trying to trip up the goal? Okay, so I'm gonna
No.
need you to roll dexterity, unless if you've got a plus or a plus to hit.
I don't think there's anything for tossing him. I know he's got to make a save to not slip on him. Let me see here.
I would say with him holding you kind of at his side and walking, your arms may not be free, but I'll give benefit of the doubt saying that you kind of got one of your arms loose during that little scuffle.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of trying to make sure that you don't trip up anybody else.
Can I do
Okay.
some sort of roll to figure out how trustworthy this guy is?
Roll insight.
That's a good
Insight.
idea.
And I walk to
This
his
is gonna
other
be good,
shoulder and
guys.
be like, meh.
And
Yeah.
on Dex, that's a 5. So I'm guessing I probably just like fucking throw him everywhere.
Yeah. So I kind of need to know how everybody was walking on. The Goliath is leading the pack. We got Electos on his shoulder, so they're both definitely safe. Fervor and Sinwin, where are you guys at?
I'm staying near the back because I'm trying to keep an eye on this guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would probably be with Sinwin.
Okay.
Just kind of keeping an eye out.
So, Curtis, what's the DC for the Dex? Or for what they got to roll?
10.
So I need Fervor, Sinwin, and Warren to all roll. Let's see if you can beat a 10.
On dexterity.
On dexterity?
Whatever his DC is for it. I don't know. I'm assuming it's Dex. So
Yeah,
we'll
and
go
it
with
says
Dex.
it's like a 10-foot square area.
Is this a saving throw or
Oh, saving
Yeah,
throw,
we'll
that's
go
good.
for a Dex saving throw.
okay? Ooh,
So-
I'm liking it.
Nat 20 plus 5.
Fervor has a total of 11.
Okay, so Fervor, you kind of struggle a little bit, not really having a whole lot of issues,
God damn it,
but
Willie.
you're making it across. Sinwin, you eat shit immediately.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's almost like you didn't even trip over the balls, but you definitely tripped.
As he
And
goes down, Willie's just like hysterically dying here.
you look up,
Gotcha.
it's almost like Warren is he's so used to Willie pulling this kind of bullshit and just skates right across.
Sinwin
Yeah,
like picks
Can I
himself
beat
up and
my
drinks.
Willie? Can I
He
beat my
does like
Willie a
the-
little and be like, stop it, Willie, stop it?
He does like the Heelys thing and just glides across.
Right.
I like it.
So you kind of see the Goliath. He's definitely not irritated, but you can kind of hear him chuckling just because one of you fell, one of you skated over, and one of you kind of struggled a little bit. And you might need to roll. Let's roll a perception on this one. See if you hear what he says next.
By the way, my insight was 14. I don't know if that got me anything.
Your insight, you would know that you would maybe have heard about him, but you don't really know too much about him. He's definitely never led people astray in what he said.
Okay.
And you wanted a perception?
Yeah.
From everyone?
From everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
Okay. 18.
Okay.
Dirty 20. But I'm going to ask the dude I'm on him, what do you see, boy? What is it? Tell me.
Fucking bad.
God damn it, Anthony.
Willie got an 11.
Big
I'm
guy, is it
assuming
bad? Is there something up there?
I'm assuming I'm just flailing around here like.
Yeah, you're more focused on the fact that you did not trip Warren with the ball bearings.
Yeah, and as he's holding me in one arm here, I'm just gonna put one arm forward and Superman this trip.
I'm just gonna continue to carry him like that. Just be like, fuck it.
So
Onward, let's go.
Fervor got for perception, landed on natural 20 and then rolled to a natural 1.
You're absolutely oblivious as to what he's about to say.
Yeah, I was like, I'm more focused on like catching myself. Like, fuck, I almost fell.
Right.
I got an 18 plus 5 for a 23.
Okay, so everybody but Fervor, here's what he says. He says something, you can kind of tell that he's really unsure as to if this was the right move to bring you guys with him. He just muttered.
I promise we're not bad guys.
He kind of just mutters under his voice and says, maybe I made a mistake.
Can I walk up next to him and be like, hey, who else are you gonna get to go with you?
It's at this point, you guys are getting pretty close to this village. It's not too far away, but you've definitely never seen this before. You guys have definitely been to this tavern a few times.
And as Warren gets up next to him, I'm gonna reach down from his arm and pluck a handful of grass and hold it over to Electos.
Oh, Electos is on the giant's shoulder.
Oh, shit, he's way up there.
Yeah, you ain't reaching.
Can I throw? Hold on.
Hold on.
As
I'm gonna roll
he's doing
perception
that,
to see if I smell it.
I was gonna say, can I throw a perception to see if I see him grabbing some grass?
I just know my buddy probably wants a snack.
That's a 19. Yeah, I'm gonna say I definitely smell the grass. I'm like, I just hop down and
I'm
gonna stand on Willie's head while Warren is carrying him and eat the grass out of his hand.
Fucking go.
Fuck. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I see this, right? If you allow this.
If you're still carrying Willie, then yeah.
The weight of Willie and Electos, which thankfully Electos doesn't add a whole lot, but
Thank God
I'm
I'm
like 80
fucking
pounds.
Minotaur.
something like that.
Got them gains, bro.
I'll be like, let's go. Do it once. Come on.
So, as you guys are getting closer and closer to this town, it looks almost picturesque, almost like someone had painted this. It's definitely, like I said, it's not anything you've ever seen before, but
guys, it looks like someone painted this.
Can I scream? It's a twat!
So at this point, you kind of you're thinking that you're speaking, but nothing comes out. You can't hear anything.
Bad?
Is it
That
just
matter,
a bunch
nobody
of
else can hear.
gibberish?
Not even that. You can see him talking, but you can't hear anything.
Can I roll
Sinwin's
perception?
just going to try to talk just randomly, probably just saying something random to Fervor just to see if he's silent as well.
Yes, you most definitely are. Not a single word escapes your lips.
Can I use divine
I had a thing
sense?
for this and I took it off.
I'm gonna do a
That's what I
silent.
was going to do. Yeah.
Bah, bah, bah.
DM.
Willie, I need you to roll perception to see if you can feel him trying to make his bawing noise. So I'd imagine, much like a goat, you can definitely, with sound and vibration and everything, definitely feel when someone's trying to talk or anything like that.
Yeah.
Since I'm a paladin as well, would I recognize that it's Warren casting Divine Sense, right?
Yes.
Would I recognize that spell?
You would. Being that you're both paladins, and at some point before you picked to which path that you would follow, you would have definitely learned kind of the wide variety of magic that comes with being a paladin and the different schools of magic that you would learn.
Okay. All right, I'll see what the result of his divine sense is, but I think I might have an idea if we don't get a good answer.
Okay.
So what do I find within 60 feet of me?
So instantly, you're probably, I'd say, you're within 30 feet of the village at this point.
Okay.
60 foot, you're definitely seeing a whole bunch of undead just light up, like almost burning hot.
Can I take and like yeet Willie and pull out my? Hold on, what is it?
Before you do,
real quick.
I need Willie's perception roll.
Damn.
Curtis,
Are you there?
Do what?
I need you to roll perception to see if you could feel Electa's buying.
Yeah, no, I can't. That was a
Kind of kick him in
It
the
was a
back of the
5.
head with my foot.
5. You're not feeling shit. Yeah, you're right. You're more
Yeah.
focused on the fact that you can't hear anything and picking grass off the side of the road.
Yeah, Willie was reading about his spells, not paying attention here.
Sinwin sees Warren's reaction. He's going to run up and kind of grab Warren's shoulder and kind of forgetting that they can't hear each other. He's going to ask what he sensed since he knows what he cast. But I don't know if he's going to be able to read my lips.
I presume that he stops me before I do that as he puts his hands on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, can I stop and look at him, and what would you want me to throw to see if I could read lips?
I would definitely want you to roll performance.
Me?
Ooh, all right.
Should I roll performance? Is that what you meant? Or
Both
I think
of
it's
you.
me.
roll.
Okay.
okay,
I got a
The reason-
15.
Okay, 15.
7.
So try as you might, he can definitely understand that you're saying something, but he's losing words in the translation. But it's not how he's perceiving it; it's how you're acting it out almost, and how your lips are kind of moving. So he might lose a few words. So you can go ahead and say what you want to say, and we'll kind of. It's got to be botched a little bit.
I'm just trying to figure out what he sensed.
So
In
simple enough
So-
message. So definitely, I would say you'd probably be able to understand it well enough to get the point across.
So So I know what undeads are in that. So what I'm gonna do is, realizing that we can't hear each other, I'm gonna kind of look at him and drop Willie. And how do you say your name, Anthony? One more time.
Electos.
Electos. I'm gonna drop him and stick both of my arms out and just kind of be like, "Nah," and walk forward, all kind of like stupid, like, you know what I mean?
Like the traditional zombie, just kind of.
Yeah, just to get my point across. Just kind of.
Would I see him do this?
Yes.
Yeah, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I'm just confused looking at you like, what?
I'm going to be like, because I haven't really been paying attention because of my really shitty perception roll, but now I'm just now noticing that like it's silent around me, and I see him going like this, but still no sound. I'm gonna make a Constitution save just to see how fucking scared I am.
Okay.
Can I
Okay,
throw
I'm
a
holding it together.
performance to see if I like?
Actually, that's a good idea. Do it.
I would love for you to roll for performance.
And if your performance
I wanna
beats my con
convey that
save,
you're seeing undead.
Dirty 20.
Oh yeah. So as far as everybody else can tell, you might as well be advised.
I unfortunately rolled a 21, so I am not scared of this. But I am definitely looking concerned. I am, however, going to start watching around us for anything that moves outside of our group.
Okay.
Sinwin gets freaking pumped that fights are about to happen. He whips out his sword and shield and he's ready to go.
So as all this is happening, you hear a voice, and it sounds very familiar. It's very much louder than if it were to be right next to you, almost as if it's in your head. And he says, "Do not be afraid. These are nothing but some simple undead, nothing that I haven't seen before." And
I heard that in my head.
yeah,
Do I recognize the voice?
you do, but you're not sure where you recognize it from.
Okay, so I don't think it's this big Goliath guy.
You might not. Go ahead, throw performance for me.
While he's doing that,
perception.
can I book it in there so I can go fuck them up with my polymorph blade drawn?
You can definitely.
Turn him into a cake.
So
It might work for us. I'm just gonna like pull it out. I'm gonna pull it out, right? And I'm gonna hold it with both my hands because I have to. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna look at everyone.
So
and
far,
I'm
it
just
sounds
gonna
like a
raise
bad
my
porno.
sword and then start booking it.
Okay, so as you get about 5 feet from the gate, you are stopped dead in your tracks. Brandon, what would I have to roll for him running into something similar to a brick wall?
He would need to roll strength to see how much power he was going behind him, and then depending on what he rolls, will be the amount of damage that he takes.
Now Sinwin would have seen him start to charge and would have ran after him. Should I make a perception check to see if I catch myself, or am I hitting too?
So you're probably, I'd say at this point, you guys are about, the whole party as a whole would be about 20 feet away. So I would roll perception to see if you can catch yourself. And Chris, I do need you to roll a strength roll.
This is gonna hurt.
And Senwin as well, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
18 for my perception.
You can see you don't have the reaction time to stop yourself, but you can see his face hit an invisible barrier. Chris, I do at this point need to know what your strength roll was.
natural 20 plus 4.
What an awful time to roll a natural 20.
So,
Hold on,
so
DM, I have a
I'm gonna give you
question. Can
Go
I
ahead.
use my unlimited channel points to make it worse?
Oh
Yeah.
Time
Oh,
to crit your
no.
pants.
So I'm
And
gonna describe this exactly as Sinwin's gonna see it, and he's gonna be able to describe what he saw to everybody else.
Yes.
That dice is getting yeeted.
For nat 20 the whole time.
The
So
one time.
it almost seems as if this barrier is pushing you back. Sinwin, you see his face hit first. He's running head first, not really paying much attention to what's going on around him, other than the fact that he's seen undead. And it's almost like a fist popped out of the barrier, clocking him square on the jaw. You see teeth fly out of his mouth, blood instantly just rushing from his jaw. He is now unconscious for probably about the next 10 minutes.
I'm gonna teabag him.
With his little goat
Goat
balls.
Sinwin, I need your strength. What did you roll?
5.
Oh, you don't hit very hard at all. You've slowed down enough because you could definitely tell that there was something there. And so you kind of just bounce off the wall a little bit, like, that hurt, but not bad.
Okay.
Do I see Warren like just fucking boom and then just fall to the ground?
You see it, but you can't tell exactly what happened. You just definitely know that he ran and got stopped by something.
So can I add a little
teabag
flavor
him?
to your thing? I was charging in with like my horns laid down, kind of with my sword like that, kind of like this.
Oh, I
you know,
hope you
holding
didn't
my-
break a horn.
Yeah, I have horns.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
You have a horn.
Yeah.
Yep. Now you have a horn, and the other one seems to have indented into your skull a little bit.
Does that mean
And,
I get a negative to my horn attack?
No, but you do have to roll at disadvantage to make sure that you're hitting exactly the way you need to.
I got an idea
And,
for when I wake up now that I know that.
As I see Electos teabagging him, I'm going to use my telepathy, and I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, bro, get him, get him.
I'm gonna walk up to Electos as he's doing this, and I'm gonna be like, bad boy.
So the
You're right.
Goliath,
This is bad.
the Goliath sees what happened. He kind of walks up towards him, picks him up off the ground with one hand, looks at him, and you can all hear a voice in your head that says, "Oh God, he got fucked up." It's at this point he's gonna a very bright glow is just gonna appear from his palm. He's gonna hold it to your face and heal every bit of damage that you've taken. Everything comes back to normal except for your horn. He can heal your face. He can't regrow a horn.
So like my horn went down, right? Like I'm now sitting here, I'm kind of like feeling my face, like, and then I just feel this fucked up horn, right?
Yep. So say the horn was 6 inches from your skull. It's now 3.
Now,
I want to
DM.
grab that motherfucker and start pulling on it.
So me seeing. Oh, actually, just out of character, your character, I'm guessing, is a healer of some sort, right?
The Goliath. So out of character completely, he is an Oathbreaker paladin that has been down many paths of being a paladin.
Okay. Is there greater restoration? Because that can regrow limbs and horns.
No, this would be if you want to roll for it in game. It would be lay hands on Pool.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's real basic mending, not really trying to fix everything, just
Gotcha.
trying to make sure Chris isn't all fucked up.
Okay, sorry. I was just making sure that you knew that something could cure a broken horn.
Okay.
And can I let's see here, what do I have? I have something for this. Let's see. I believe it's eye for detail. Where'd it go? Well, maybe not. I had something that allows me to detect hidden things.
You thought you had something.
I have eye for detail. As a bonus action, make a perception check to spot a hidden creature or object, or to make an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues. I'm trying to check out what he ran into.
So you would have seen kind of this fist just disappearing back into the wall. But you wouldn't be able to see much more than the fist. What you definitely can probably deduce from it is that there is a barrier of some sort. It didn't look like he actually ran into the wall, but you would definitely see kind of like a ripple effect as this arm just back in.
Sinwin would like to just reach out and kind of start patting the wall with his hand to see if there's resistance and where it is.
Fervor
So
would like to
every
do that as
time
well.
you pat the wall, your hand bounces back, almost like you're pushing on a spring, and the spring's wound so tight that it shoves your hand back.
Can Fervor try to push, as in like try to keep his hand there for as long as possible and try to push to see how much give? And
You can always try.
I'm gonna try.
And we have to go this way. Or can I not just like walk around?
No, there's no other way. I need 2 people to roll Arcana to see if you would know what this is. Brandon, go ahead for your roll.
All right, so I'm guessing this is a strength check.
Yes.
Okay. Nope. Natural 1.
So I'd like to redeem some DM points here.
I'll allow it.
So you're pushing, and you think you're doing a pretty good job, but you're not even touching the barrier quite yet. You're just barely starting to touch it when your hand gets shoved back, and your arm almost becomes like a limp noodle for a split second.
Awesome.
Trying to see what's going on with this wall. I'll throw an Arcana.
Okay.
That's kind of one of the things I was trying to figure out is if it's a magic wall, if it's a trap, if it's...
Sinwin would like to throw a rock at the wall, but he's going to make sure to aim it so it doesn't bounce back and hit him in the head.
Okay.
Good time for a natural 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one. So I need you to throw Dex, and I need you to throw roll for an unarmed strike.
Okay,
After
so
that-
dexterity. Ooh,
After that-
dexterity is 4.
Ooh.
Unarmed strike is a natural 20
Damn.
plus 6.
Oh, so your Dex dictates that you definitely still hit the wall, but you are not aiming for the reflection to avoid you.
And
This
you're
rock
dead.
comes flying square and hits you right in the chest. So roll your unarmed strike damage real quick. Which
Okay,
is 4, so you take a total of 8 damage.
alrighty.
That's brilliant.
Damn.
And my Arcana was a 17 plus 4. 21.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
so you would know that this is a barrier spell.
Mhm.
You would know that it was casted by an extremely powerful mage. And it definitely feels ancient, but it doesn't. You can tell it's been casted recently, but the spell itself feels ancient.
Let me cast Dancing Lights again. And I'm gonna try and send those orbs through the barrier spell.
So as you do that, the orbs start, they dance right on through. Magic doesn't seem to be affected by it. However, physical beings do seem to be touched by it.
I'm going to bring those orbs back and put all 4 of them around me, kind of one in the front, one in the back, one on the left, one on the right. And I'm going to walk through this wall.
So as you start trying to walk through, the lights are dancing around you, and they definitely seem to go right through. But as you go through and you're getting right close to the wall, you get shoved back almost like you're not welcome through. It's at this point, the Goliath says a word. It makes no sense to any of you, except for the 2 paladins in the group. But this would be a holy word that dispels this barrier in a certain spot, almost creating a doorway. He walks through. Do you guys choose to follow him?
I'm
I pull
following,
my pants up and walk through the door.
rubbing my poor sore temple from getting hit with that rock.
Yeah, as I walk through, I'm going to try and repeat the word that he said, but in Goblin. So it's actually just like...
So I'm going to assume that everybody else made it through.
I'm gonna be going in like a blind person. I'm gonna just like making sure I'm not going to hit anything because I saw how fucked up Warren got hit by it. And as I hear Willie say the phrase, whatever, I don't understand it, but I'm like, oh, maybe we gotta say something too. So as I walk through and Gnomish, I'm gonna be like, I like big butts, and just keep walking.
So as
Willie's
this
going to
happens,
turn around and go, me too.
So as this happens, I'm assuming that Fervor and Willie are the last 2 through. Warren, you're through, correct?
Yes.
I need Willie and Fervor to roll dexterity saving throws to make sure you can make it through as this is getting ready to slam shut.
Wait, who? Me?
Both you and Brandon, yes.
Oh, okay.
This dice is gone.
Actually, all three of you. Fervor, Willie, and Warren. My bad.
Perception
that's
or what?
I want. Hold on a second. Fervor and Willie need to roll dexterity saving throws. Sinwin, Anthony just walked away for a second. Sinwin and Warren, I need you guys to roll perception to see if you can hear this sound.
So Fervor needs a dex save, you said?
Yes.
Natural 1 again.
Oh no!
Oh no!
This dice is gone.
Willie, that was a 10 plus 6 for 16.
Okay, so Willie stumbles through but makes it through just in time. But unfortunately, Fervor does not. This is not going to kill you, don't worry. But you do see that you hear a slam, and it's the most loud, brutal slam that you've ever heard. But you see Fervor stuck inside of the barrier.
I'm like, oh,
because it was in that one, the worst possible outcome has to happen with this one. Fervor, you do notice though that it's almost like there's a glass wall in front of you and a glass wall behind you. Behind you would be the way that you just came from, and in front of you would definitely be where everybody else is.
So there's just enough space. Like I wouldn't be able to move around, would I? Or am I like I'm wedged?
It's how okay. I need to kind of know the dimensions of your character to answer that question.
He's a Dragonborn, tailless, so he's quite tall, a little broader. Because he is a druid, he's been out in the woods and doing all the nature shit. So I would say kind of beefy.
Okay. So as you touch either side, you kind of notice, again, it's glass, but you can move a little bit. You can kind of wiggle, but you can't, get through entirely.
Okay.
You do notice that there is a crack on the interior, what would be towards the town.
In that case, seeing the crack, I would likely... Knowing glass is transparent and hard, I would think that this may be able to be frozen and more easily broken. So I'm actually going to just touch the wall and cast Frostbite, which is basically 2d6 ice damage.
Okay, so I'm going to have you roll to hit at advantage because you're like right next to it.
That's not going to work. Just put your deck on it. It'll open. Worked last time.
Can I hear
Put it
him?
on after you cast the frostbite, though.
Oh, it is not an attack roll. It is a Constitution save instead. It automatically hits.
I was not expecting that, so give me just 1 second.
What's the Constitution of an invisible wall?
So it's that's the rough part. So I'm gonna kind of I'm rolling chaos on this one. We're gonna see what we get.
1 and 20 at the same time.
Yeah.
I'd say roll a d6 and see what happens.
Well, the reason I'm rolling chaos on this one. Okay, so as you cast this, the spot where his hand was freezes solid. The crack definitely gets worse, and as he's continually casting this, Brandon, I do need to know what your damage was.
9 points of damage.
It explodes forward in a frosty shards of glass everywhere in the direction that you just went, but you fall right through.
Don't worry, guys, I got it.
As you fall through and land on your back, I would assume, kind of twisting to stop yourself from landing on your face, you do see that as soon as you fall through, it shuts again. It's almost like there was never any damage to begin with.
And Willie, I'm going to turn around to Fervor and be like, why didn't you just do that in the first place?
Should have put your dick on it.
Can we hear each other now?
Yeah,
okay.
Actually, yes. So you do notice as everybody has gone through, that sound has definitely returned. You look around and it's not the same picturesque place that you've seen before. The sky is now a blood red. The town seems decayed and crumbling almost as if it had been destroyed in a great battle. Yeah. So what do you guys want to do?
I want to start screaming about my horn being uneven.
I'd like to do a perception check just to get a feel of what's going on, see if there are any enemies nearby, stuff like that.
Wait a minute,
Okay.
weren't me and you supposed to roll for something there a second ago, DM?
There was a
Think-
perception check. I don't know if that came up.
Yes.
I rolled a 16.
So did I.
Yeah. So perception-wise, you just noticed that as everybody had gotten through except for Fervor, that it almost like a gate just slammed, and it was the most brutal thud you'd ever heard.
Okay. I had a feeling that's what that roll was for. Oh, I don't see anything. Perception roll was 3.
As far as you're concerned, nothing's changed. It
But
still
you
looks
think you
beautiful.
saw everything.
Yeah. You think the sky's still blue. Buildings are still very pretty. And it will remain that way until you actually get inside of the village.
Quick question
Quite there
about the divine sense.
Okay.
This is where the zombie pings were, right?
Yes. This is where you think they are anyways.
So would I have to use another one to know again where they're at?
Yep.
Fuck it. I'm gonna use another one.
Okay.
All right. So what does my ping say now that we're inside of here?
They are directly behind you and in front of you. They are all over the place.
And Willie, I'm going to take one of the dice out of my dice set and kind of kneel down and just roll it on the ground here. And as I do, I pick that up and toss it back in the little satchel and just take off sprinting directly forward.
Oh no.
Strength check, please.
Willie's got his own chaos die.
Okay.
Yep.
Strength check. Now, to answer your question, Chris, you do notice a greater concentration of undead behind you than you do in front of you, but you definitely see a few blips in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that to the team so they know.
Okay.
And strength is an 18 and 1 for 19 total.
Okay. So you watch as Willie just haphazardly runs straight forward and right into an iron gate.
Fuck.
Uh,
Probably should have looked first, huh?
This time, you don't see anything stop him, but you just see him stop flat. I'm not going to make you take any damage on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around to the guys and be like, guys, there's a gate.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Can I
Neither
pick
did
up the
I.
little goat man and put him on my shoulders? Just kind of stick him on my shoulder.
I'd
I think
almost
it's
say
hilarious when he bass.
we probably need contesting strength throws unless Anthony's cool with it. But otherwise, you're definitely going to have to fight to get him up there.
Now, Warnan, what are you?
A Minotaur.
So now, with your powers combined, you're like this weird, like human goat bull thing.
Kind of what I'm thinking, you know?
That could
Only
be
He
kind of
can
menacing.
he can baa while I slice him.
That could be kind of menacing to these guys.
Can I persuade him?
Anthony?
I'm grumpy because Fervor didn't listen and he should have put his dick in it. Because, I mean, obviously it opened it last time when I put my dick on the shield. So I am going to fight him putting me on his shoulder.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm just going to have you guys roll contesting saving throws to save a little time for what's about to happen.
On strength?
Yeah, contesting strength throws, not saving throws.
I got a nat 1, so that's 5.
Oh,
Mine's a 9 plus 7.
picks you right up. You're struggling, but he picks you up.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, "Hey, Hey, it's better than walking. I'm gonna put
When
him on my
he
shoulder.
puts me on his shoulder, can I headbutt him?
And
Go right
Billy,
ahead.
I'm gonna with my what is it? Darn it, telepathy.
That's
I'm gonna
another
send a
nat
message.
one.
I'm gonna send a message to Electos, and I'm gonna be like, man, I don't know what this guy's problem is with picking people up. He did it to me too.
So he definitely hears you saying that. But to answer your nat one, Anthony, you go to headbutt him and you miss horribly. So instead of headbutting him, your chin digs directly into your chest. Doesn't cause any damage, but it's definitely painful.
Can I lay on hands him, even though I don't know it damaged him? Can I just lay on hand and give him like 2?
Out of
I'm gonna
character,
bite him.
would not waste your lay on hands yet.
Oh,
I feel like we
Bite his
may
hand.
need those at one point.
Eventually, if we move more than 50 feet in this session.
yeah, we gotta go. Yeah. Well, the whole purpose was throwing you on my shoulder to start walking and just having you bah as we walk.
Can I-
Because it's
Well,
hilarious.
this is all happening.
Can I
Iron
investigate
Gate-
for like a keyhole in this gate?
Oh, you're about to have your question answered.
All
So he bounces off this iron gate, and all this is happening. Electos is fighting to not be on Warner's shoulders, and you see the giant Goliath man person that you guys really don't even know his name, but you followed him because he doesn't seem like he's a bad guy, but you don't know that he's good either.
Yeah, we don't care about his
Reaches-
name though. That's fine.
Reaches down at the bottom of the gate and just lifts. And as he's doing this, he creates about 6 foot of space that you guys can walk under.
I have
Perfect.
to duck a little
Sinwin
bit.
goes under.
I feel like we're gonna get eaten by this thing, but I'm gonna continue to walk under it.
Yeah, and Fervor has to bend down just a little bit. I'm pretty tall, but I'm not his tall. But I still have to bend down a little bit to get under. But I go through.
Okay. So everybody's through?
Yes. I have to kneel down a little more because I have, Goat Man on my arms. I gotta kneel and hold him as I kneel down to make sure he doesn't fall off and then stand back up and start walking again.
Okay, I need to roll something real quick for good old Goliath boy.
He's my
Okay,
buddy
so-
now.
So he's holding this giant iron gate. It's not thick by any means. It's definitely your standard, sliding iron gate. You don't want it to be heavy because you want to be able to retract it back up. You see him lift it, and he gets one hand up underneath of it, and he goes through. And as he steps through, his skin starts turning black. His eyes start turning red. He starts growing again. This time, uncontrollably. You can tell that there's no sense of his former humanity left. He looks at all of you, and with a devilish grin and blood now starting to kind of leak from his mouth, he says, "I'll see you soon enough," and vanishes in a cloud of darkness.
Oh, God damn it.
What the?
What
Yeah,
a dick.
dancing lights. I'm gonna send him to that cloud of darkness and see if I can still see him.
So as you do that, you notice that these lights that are magical and should definitely be able to be seen in any sort of darkness vanish, almost as if they're swallowed by the darkness. And as that happens, you hear a very menacing, very horrible laugh, and the cloud of darkness vanishes. It's about this time you see a giant skeleton just kind of lumbering towards you. And when I say giant, I don't mean as big as he is, I mean larger. It is definitely probably at least 20 foot tall. Just massive. With that being said, I need you guys to roll initiative.
Fuck.
All right.
What a wiener!
All right. I changed my dice, guys. Let's hope this goes well.
Yeah, I need to do the same.
Are you fucking kidding me? Well, it's a natural one
shit. Okay.
again. But that's a total of 4.
Okay,
15.
I think Brandon's got a leprechaun in his ass.
I'm telling you, man. That is 4 natural ones in a row.
Brandon,
I
take that
I think
dice,
that 20.
hold it right here, and just go.
That was a different dice.
Scott, I do need yours.
2.
Ooh, winners.
3 minus 1.
Oh, fuck.
Nice.
Oh,
He's not,
Wait. How
he's
do
not
you
very
get-
excited to
You
do
have
much
a
here.
minus on initiative?
Yeah,
Yep.
it goes by,
Dexterity.
yeah.
Willie.
Oh, sorry. 10
I'm
plus
blown
3.
on that one.
You keep saying Willie, and I'm like, who's he talking to?
Motherfucker doesn't even know his name.
I don't know this name.
You
Like,
got
who the
13.
fuck is Willie?
Warren.
Oh, I got a 15.
Okay. So that would be. I'm just making sure that I type this all out, so I'm not losing track of who goes when.
Oh my god. I hope I hit a crit on this sword. That's going to be so funny. It's either going to work in our favor or against our favor. You never know.
Okay, I gotta roll a 20.
Oh my god.
Grayson, when you're not the only one with a negative.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, he has a -3. Okay. So we'll start off with Anthony. Anthony, what would you like to do?
First off, I'm gonna rage. Then I'm gonna pull out my sword, and I'm gonna give it some bloodlust
Okay.
because
Ooh.
when I pull this out and go to use it, it says the Sword of Cass is a magic sentient longsword that grants a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. It scores a critical hit on rolls of 19 or 20 and deals an extra 2d10 slashing damage to undead.
Ouch.
Okay.
Wow.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
That's a big
Nat 20.
Oh,
You wanna
fuck.
see it?
Beautiful.
Holy
Let me see, let me
shit.
Nat 20.
Alrighty. So first I need you to go ahead and I need you to roll your damage and get that all added up for me.
Oh my god.
What a good time to roll a nat 20.
Right?
There's 1d10. Where's the other one? I just saw it right there.
Now, DM, do you do it like we do, where it's max damage plus your roll?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so that'll be max damage 12, 17, 23, 29 points of damage.
Okay. So where do you want to hit him at?
Hold on. How is your max damage only 12?
1d8 plus 4.
Plus your
It's
blood
also
blast.
for your-
It's every
it's also
dice you
for your,
roll.
Oh, my rage, huh?
Your rage, your bloodlust, literally every, because you critted, so you get your d10s in that. So you get those
So
maxed as well.
Everything's
Oh.
got to be added up.
Okay, so hold on then. If I
We're
get
at
the bonus,
29.
I get all of the dice totals put together first, then I roll?
Yes.
Is that what you're
So
saying?
your max, the max of what it could be for everything that deals damage, and then whatever you roll afterwards gets added on.
Ouch.
Okay, so 12 plus 20 is 32. We start at 32.
Ooh.
Good lord.
And we roll 1d8, that's 11, so that makes 43.
I would be dead right now.
I'd be hurt.
Yeah.
Plus another 16 is 59,
Oh, I'd be
and I
down.
don't get bonus damage for my rage.
Okay, so which part of him do you want to attack?
I want to go straight down the middle of him,
So being
from
20
like
foot
head to
tall,
butthole.
I'm gonna say, yeah, this one has very odd proportions. It's not. Its legs definitely don't match what the rest of its body should be. You would assume this should easily be 40 foot. But the legs just don't seem quite to fit. So as you see this little satyr just laying into him, draws his blade down, splits the entirety of the body in half. Just absolutely decimates the body. But you do notice that the arms aren't attached to the body. They're attached to the head, kind of at the side, almost as if not its only voice of movement. Yep, right out the side of the head. This
So it's
fucked up
just
creation
2 arms now.
Yeah, he's hurt like badly. Like his bone, the rest of the bones just kind of disintegrate as they split off. But the head and the arms still seem as solid as they were before. So with that being said, Chris, you're
I'm
next.
actually gonna take my second attack now.
Okay.
So I get 2 attacks per turn. If you don't mind, is that all right?
You hit another nat 20, you're gonna wipe him.
Dude.
That is a 22 to hit.
Ouch.
You definitely hit.
That is 26 points of damage.
So which arm or which head do you want to, or his head do you want to attack?
I'm gonna go sideways through his head this time.
Oh man, okay. So as you swing your sword, it bounces off the side of his head, but as it bounces, a crack goes straight through. He's definitely extremely hurt at this point.
Damn.
All right, that's
Do you
my
got
turn.
anything else? Okay.
Nope.
Chris, you're up.
All right, so I am also going to enter rage. Yep, I gotta go click it.
I thought you were a paladin.
Yeah, I've multi-classed.
I thought you just had no multi-class.
I did
Oh.
say no multi-class, but we're a little late
Oh.
into it.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I
Chris
did
is
not
cheating.
read that part. I am sorry.
You're all good.
That is my bad on that one. So I am going to run up and hit him with the Polymorph Greatsword that I have.
Okay.
So that's 14 plus 7 for 24.
21.
21. Thank you.
So 21 definitely hits. So what exactly does your sword do?
Really, it only matters when I roll a 20 on the attack roll.
Okay.
So, but it doesn't say a nat 20. It just says roll a 20.
That means roll a 20 on a 20-sided die.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Okay.
So my effect doesn't work yet.
Okay. Okay.
So on
Go
that,
ahead and roll your damage.
okay, 2d6. That's 10 plus 4 for 14. And then, wait, don't I get something for rage?
I think I think it adds to your damage.
Hold on. I have to roll on the wild magic table real quick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Ah, crap. I gotta get to the wild. I gotta get to it first. Uh-oh.
You want to use
Where's
my
it?
custom one?
Sure. You know what? We'll go with that.
You okay
What
with that,
dice do I
DM?
need? What dice do I need for that?
Mine is a D100.
Oh God. You know what? We'll go for it. We will try this. So there they are. What's 00 on one?
Means
On the
either
100.
0. It's either singles. Oh wait, on the 100. Ooh, what is that? Yeah, it's singles. So what's your?
Oh, 8.
So number 8.
I love that laugh, Brandon.
Everyone's
too.
okay, Anthony. This is so fucking ironic. Number 8 is
What?
literally all weapons in the 60-foot radius turn to food for 1 minute.
That's beautiful.
Bro.
So
Okay, so my sword is sentient. Would it still turn it into food?
Yeah, you're like holding a baguette right now.
Yeah, talking baguette.
Talking baguette.
So Chris, I still do want you to roll your damage real quick.
Okay, so that was 10 plus. Hold on.
Because you still hit him. I mean, you definitely still hit him.
I know.
Afterwards, it
10
turns
plus 10 plus 4 for 14.
Okay. So with that being said, the skull kind of falls away in the piece where you hit, and you look inside, and you can definitely see, like, I'm assuming, well, the way I'd explain it is it cracked, and the piece of the forehead fell away from the skull.
Okay.
Inside, you see a little green shape. You're not sure at this point what it is, but you can definitely tell there's something green in there. With that being said, is that your turn, Chris?
I'm trying to check my bonus action. Now,
Okay.
is that considered a melee hitting with my? Yes, it is actually. So bonus action, I'd like to use ramming horns immediately after you hit a creature with a melee attack, which my sword is part of a melee attack.
Mhm.
Okay.
Of the attack action on your turn, you can use a bonus action to attempt to shove the target with your horns. The target must be no more than one size larger than you and within 5 feet of you.
Oh, it's
You
definitely
must.
like 4 to 5 times larger than you are.
No, it's talking
Damn
about
it.
medium class to large class. So,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, he's a medium class. I don't know what class the other one is.
I
Is
would
it large?
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on this one. We'll say large.
Okay, so you need to make a strength saving DC of 15.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Hopefully this works because this will be in our advantage.
Bear with me. I have to move my setup for just a second.
Okay.
Actually, now would be a pretty good time to quickly take a break. It is halfway through.
I agree 100%.
That dice roll, though, just before we go to break, that dice roll would be a lovely 13, so he does not have.
So you're pushed 10 feet away from me. Considering I'm probably 5 feet within you, so now you're pushed 10 away.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, with that in mind, we will be right back. We are back. Take it away.
Alrighty. So last thing that happened is we had good old Warren ramming his head and everybody's everybody's weapon turning into food. He just rammed his head and you watch the skeleton just lurch back probably about a good 10 feet. As this happened, the skull completely falls away and you see a leprechaun. He's wearing not very bright green clothes, but definitely like a faded green. He has a very disheveled beard. He's very dirty. We are out of combat now. He's more surprised that he's seeing light around him again, and that you guys were actually able to defeat this gigantic skeleton armor that he had made.
Can I run up and grab him and
I
start
mean, it wasn't really
like,
hard. I
where's your
fucking
part
hit it
of
one
gold?
time, and he's like fucking dead. So maybe you should have made it stronger. Short little fucker.
He's not very smart, but he does kind of look around at you guys, and you see him smelling the air. And with him smelling the air, he gets a very almost just absolutely horrified look on his face.
Willie's like, sorry.
Fervor is gonna be like, I ordered no meat. What the fuck? As I'm holding my baguette with just smothered in food, and I'm assuming him looking around and sniffing the air that he's smelling our sandwiches. I'm like, this ain't food, dude. This ain't food.
Go ahead, roll perception to see if you can tell that that's actually what he was smelling for.
Okay.
Willie's like, give him 30 seconds. He's going to fuck you up with it.
Sinwin's really annoyed that he can't stick his baguette sword back into the sheath, so he's just standing there.
A different
Since
dice.
you guys are out of battle, all your food weapons turn back into regular weapons.
Perfect.
Man,
Thankfully.
I wanted to use mine.
So
Except for Willie's, that still stays.
I resheath my sword. And to make
What's
sure
that,
that's
Anthony?
noted, I resheath my sword.
Okay.
So
It's
Fervor
important.
got
It is definitely.
another natural one on another different dice.
This is not your night.
No.
You totally think that he's smelling the food.
Yeah.
And with your perception roll being a nat 1, you would think that you would see his mouth just watering and his eyes darting back and forth among all of you. You definitely think he's hungry for your weapons.
Yeah, and I haven't really even noticed with my natural 1 perception that our weapons are weapons again. Like, I'm like, no, this is mine. This is mine. You can't have it, even though there's a bunch of fucking meat in it, and I'm a vegetarian.
What is this thing?
It's a leprechaun.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to shoot it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
I
go
already
ahead. roll the hit.
claimed to grab it. I already claimed to grab it and shake it.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
So, we're going to have to go ahead, and I do need you, real quick, Chris, to roll strength, and I'm going to tell you if it beats it.
Do you want a
Just
strength
beat
save or just strength check?
Strength check, just a raw strength check. If you're grabbing him, you're going to be trying to pull him away from his armor.
So that is a 14 plus 4 for an 18.
So you do encounter a little resistance with him. He's not as strong as you would think he would be, but you definitely notice that his grip is definitely there. So you do pull him out of this, and you do shake him quite vigorously. You said,
Where's your money? Where's your money?
God damn it, that's a fucking myth. Quit fucking shaking me. Fuck.
I'm going to hold him still really tightly and be like, where's the money?
I'm going to be like, show me the money.
Start shaking him more right when
Fervor.
So
Fervor says that.
after you stop shaking him, he hands you.
Hey, we
Well,
definitely need more money in our unlimited money fund. Where's your money at?
No, I didn't ask for our money. I asked for the money.
He hands you this clover. It's dried, it's wilted, but no matter how much you were to squeeze or move it, it doesn't it doesn't shatter and it doesn't turn to dust like you would assume it would. It holds and retains its original form.
Can
So
I
can I put him under one arm and hold him, like restrain him? You know what I mean? Since he's so small, like I had Willie there a little bit ago and grab said leaf from him. Kind of just look at it and be like, put it in my pocket and look at him and be like, where's the rest?
You can go ahead and try.
What do you want for that?
I would say Dex just to see if you can hold on to it.
Would I have
Can I
seen the
stab him?
clover?
I don't recommend it, but you can always try to hit.
Well, that's at 18. You want a Dex 18 plus 2 for a dirty 20.
Yeah,
You're
still
definitely-
being enraged, I'm gonna go ahead and try and hit him.
Okay.
It'd be a 17 to hit.
That does hit. So go ahead, roll damage real quick.
Guys, what if this leprechaun was just trying to help us?
That's what I was just thinking.
That's
was
why I just
thinking
have
the
him
same thing.
restrained at the moment.
Well,
Uh-oh.
that is 22 points of damage.
Jesus.
So you hit him, and you hit him as solidly as you can. But your weapon seems to kind of just, or whatever you're hitting him with, just seems to kind of vanish inside of his body. But it slides right through.
Does that mean he stabbed me?
You know what?
You had to ask.
I
You
have to.
ask.
I'm
I was just
logically
gonna say-
thinking. I have to.
I was just going to let you go on this one, but go ahead, throw me another dex save.
That's all right. I have advantages on shit like that,
now
so I'm
Warren's
good.
dead because he's taking 62 points of damage.
And what do you want a Dex? So that's 18 plus 2 again for
Then
30,
crit.
20.
So you definitely feel the wind of it, but you don't feel his weapon hit you. And as this is happening, the leprechaun's face just goes very solemn. He goes from looking like he's absolutely fucking terrified to now he's just irritated. He's gonna go ahead and he's gonna ask you very kindly, please put me down.
I'm going to look at him first and I'm going to go, first, I want to apologize for what my buddy just did. And I'm
He's
going to
not
look
real.
down at the goat man. Can I throw a perception for that real quick to make sure that I realized it was him trying to stab him and like miss
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna look at the Minotaur like, what? You fucking want some of this too, huh?
That's
Huh?
a 17.
You saw what I did. You seen it. You want some of this? You really want to mess with me? Watch
You
me.
definitely notice.
You know what?
You're,
Fuck it. I want to
Alexa's
headbutt the
talking
shit
shit.
out of him.
you're gonna what?
This
I'm
is
going
gonna
to
be like a
headbutt
bull
the shit
and a
out of
goat
him.
ramming each other in the barnyard. I'm gonna start
Yep.
scuffing my feet, throwing dirt. What, motherfucker?
So
Push
as
his
this-
leg.
As this is going on, this leprechaun just starts laughing. And he says, you guys remind me of someone from long ago, from when this town wasn't so shitty.
Dumb and dumber.
He's gonna step in between Electos and Orn, and he's gonna hand them each a drink. He's gonna.
I still had him in my
arm.
arm. When
Oh,
did
he
he
slipped
get out?
He slipped out the second you turned around.
I'm going to look at him and be like, I'm going to pick him up again and put him under my arm after grabbing the drink and be like, I didn't let you go.
So
I'm gonna tell you again, he's not fucking real.
So this time you go to grab him again, and your arms pass right through him.
Told you.
Magic! Witch!
So he's standing there and he's like, okay, let me explain. This town has been destroyed and just absolutely in ruins for the past 3,000 years. I was the last person alive when the spell that destroyed my family and my friends and everyone wiped this place clean. I was near a very holy place that allowed me to stay in terms of being a ghost of terms. I'm not a ghost, more of a memory of this town. He's gonna kind of do what you would expect and kind of dusting himself off as he's explaining this.
Can I go and wave my hand through him real quick and be like, you're a ghost?
Yep.
Just kind of wave my hand through to make sure and be like, I don't believe this.
As he's explaining this to you, and you do see that Ornan is just kind of passing his hand through him, just kind of testing if he's actually a ghost or not. He's going to introduce himself. He's going to say, "My name's Patrick. Not what you would think, but Patrick." So
Oh, I kind of thought you'd have more of an accent, but whatever.
you kind of lose those things over the years. Madness definitely tends to affect even us in the astral plane. And as he's explaining, he said, "I was smelling a very familiar presence. Were you guys recently in contact with a Goliath?"
Yes.
Can I pick up the goat and stick it in front of him and be like, "You mean this?"
He's going to look up at you and say, "No, shithead. Listen."
I want to throw deception.
Can
Go
I
ahead,
investigate his
I'm
head
gonna
to see?
puff my chest out to make myself look bigger, like I'm a Goliath.
That's a 21.
So unfortunately, as hard as this is going to believe, you do not pass that one.
Damn it.
His passive perception is stupid high. So
You know the Goliath?
he nods his head. I do. And as you know, Electos is getting hung out in front of him, he smells the presence even stronger on him, almost as if he was actually standing on him. And he describes the smell as a sweet bouquet of roses mixed in with decay and death.
Sounds like
he
my
says-
love life.
He kind of looks.
Mine
He
too.
kind of looks around, saying, "This place
Sorry,
is."
I thought no one would notice if I squeaked that one off in the back.
I pick up the goat and put him back on my shoulder while we listen. And I'm like, yeah.
He says, "This place isn't safe. We need to go somewhere else."
Is there something worse than that big thing I just wrecked?
Way
She
worse.
said.
So he kind of ushers you guys into what looks like the decaying ruins of an old church. As you're passing to go through the doors, you do notice that the building is falling apart and the roof seems to not even be there. But as you pass through the door, it's almost as if nothing had ever changed. It's a very beautiful church on the inside. There's stained glass windows depicting heroes. And there's one, though, that's broken, completely shattered. He's going to say, "Now, before I continue this story, is there anything any of you need to know?"
Yeah. What the
I'd like
fuck
to
is
know
going
what the deal
on?
is with that Goliath.
So he hears both of you talking, and first he looks at Electos and says, "Well, this place is what has allowed me to keep my form for all these years. It's a safe haven for spirits like me, or it was once."
That's weird. Generally, churches like send them to the afterlife and offer forgiveness and stuff.
So then he looks very quickly over at Sinwin, kind of dodging Electos's next little question and next little line of observation. And he's looking around, and
Can I throw a
He said-
perception on that to see that he veered away from that question?
yeah, go ahead. Everybody roll perception if you'd like.
I'm actually gonna roll stealth.
Okay.
So perception was an 18.
15 for me.
Fervor and Electros, are you guys rolling for perception?
11.
Perception. 19.
Anything above a 10 passes.
All right, then I passed. 19.
Okay.
I want to immediately call him out on reverting from the question and be like, no. You answer Goatman's question on my shoulder.
Hold on.
First,
I did not
Curtis, would you
satisfy
roll for
my
stealth?
sword's bloodlust.
Uh-oh.
My stealth was 19 plus 6.
Jesus.
Oh, you're so well hidden, you don't even see yourself.
Yeah. I wanted to duck out and investigate this church and see if I can't find any kind of like religious relics.
Okay. So I'm going to have you roll investigation. We're going to move back while you do that. Curtis throwing out the question of why am I
Hold
dodging?
on, this is going to affect some things.
So he explains that before the calamity happened, that there was a powerful ancient priest and a bard, oddly enough, who casted a spell together to protect this place's insides and create a haven for spirits that are not evil, but not necessarily good either. They're completely neutral. And so only with the presence of one of these creatures, he explains, can you actually see what the original form of this place looked to be.
Can I ask him for another ale?
He nods his head and gladly pours another ale for you.
By the way,
Curtis,
I'm
what was
pretty
your insight?
So I failed my saving throw on my sword, and now I am dominated by the sword, and it is commanding me to bathe it in blood.
Okay. So the
So I need to
leprechaun.
bathe myself in blood, or this sword somehow. So I'm guessing that it being evil, I swing at whoever's closest.
So with this being an evil thing, you do notice in your bloodlusting rage kind of going on that this place seems to flicker into the ruins of an old church. You see yourself standing on top of a mountain of bricks. This leprechaun, knowing that this is happening, Patrick walks up to you, changes the bag from what he just poured and pours blood upon your sword. Just absolutely covering it. He kind of knows what's going on. He recognizes the weapon a little bit, but not to the point past knowing that he would need to pour blood on it. But this will only quench it while you're in the church. The second you leave, you are going to have to find blood to drench it in again.
If he does that, I'm just going to resheath it. It's just since I tried to stab him and he's a ghost and it didn't put any blood on the sword.
Okay.
I have to roll that check.
Okay.
And Willie, not breaking my stealth, I'm just going to telepathically tell him, dude, that's fucking gross.
I also took 3d6 psychic damage.
Oh shit.
And I'm pretty sure I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep, you do.
I should have made I think 2 of them at least, but we'll see what happens. It's not bad.
Let's hear what you rolled.
16 plus 5 for 21.
Oh, you're sober. This is barely even phasing you. You're at this point wondering if this is even alcohol that he's pouring for you.
I want to ask him that and be like, you got anything stronger?
He gives you a real sly look and says, momentarily.
Okay.
Curtis, what'd you roll for investigation?
With advantage because I'm proficient in investigation is 15 plus 7 for 22.
Okay. So with 22, you would find a few holy relics underneath each of the stained glass windows. The main one that is broken, you do notice that there what looks like to be one, but it has over time, and even in this holy of places, has just exploded from the malevolent energy that was infused with it. With that being said, the leprechaun says, I need to get to my point before we go any further. He says, the Goliath that you ran into was the cause of this. His party that he was with all those many years ago came wandering into this town on a simple quest, or so they thought. There was this gem at the middle of town that nobody could seem to understand, was cracking, and it was a bright red of color, almost the most beautiful ruby you've ever seen. And from it poured a golden liquid shimmering with the most holy of lights that you could only ever imagine. 'Twas the lifeblood of this whole town. And he said, and when they came here, their task was unclear. Nobody ever exactly spoke with anybody. But they did find out from the purpose of this gem from the priest of our town that this was the lifeblood of our town. And so they didn't want to complete their quest. They kind of abandoned it. But Goliath definitely was in it for himself. He kind of sits down for a second, and as he's explaining this, a pulse hits him, and you can definitely see he is greatly affected by this. And he says, I can remember it almost as if it was yesterday. I lost my wife and my 3 children in the calamity. I will never forgive that Goliath for taking the stone. And so you can kind of see this just look of sadness just creep over him. And as this is happening, a pounding comes upon the door. And this is a pounding that is almost rattling the door from its hinges. Patrick stands up very abruptly and says, oh, God, no. He's here. And
Sinwin's drawing his sword.
You can see a purplish glow come from beneath the door. And you can feel this hatred just fill the room. With that being said, he stands up very quickly and says, the spell won't hold for much longer. I need to tell you who he is. His name is Zenmo. He was a Goliath paladin. His oath was sworn many years prior to them even coming to this town. And he broke his oath to an unknown deity merely to save his friend's life. He took and destroyed the lifeblood of our town. And with that, he imbued all the energy coming from this crystal to himself. And as that happened, a great explosion came from him, wiping out the entirety of this town in a very malevolent, dark energy. Blood filled the streets, and for thousands of years, this place was sealed away. And so as this is happening, the door explodes from its hinges. Patrick kind of fades away and says with that, run. So what do you guys want to do as the door's exploding?
I'm shooting him.
I'm drawing
I'm turning to
sword
fight.
and standing.
Raging, drawing my sword. Let's do this, motherfucker.
Yep. I get my Sword of Prunes out.
I'm going to see the little goat man rage, and I'm going to join him.
Okay. So, with that being said, the creature that comes through the door resembles the black energy that you've seen prior when Zenmo disappeared. His skin darker than the darkest of nights. His eyes redder than anything you'd ever seen. And as this happens and you do see him come through the door, wings sprout from his back. Almost looking like they're skeletal, but a very light red kind of glow coming from in between, almost emulating a webbing. I need you guys to go ahead and roll initiative.
Guys, we probably should have just left.
Yeah, probably should have.
Oh,
but
finally got a
Old
good
boy
roll.
told-
I
old
want to
boy
take
told us
down
to
that.
run.
I want to take down that Goliath. I'm here for the fight.
Ooh,
I have 14.
12 for me.
Willie, that's a 22.
Fervor's a 22.
Nice.
Maybe I just broke
Chris?
my natural roll. Natural
Nat
one.
20 plus 2 for 22.
How do we determining order on a tie?
So since you guys you and Brandon both rolled 22, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so since Chris rolled the nat 20, I'm going to give him first. Between the two of you, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. Whoever gets closest to it is going to be the next one in order.
I see Brandon doing the same thing I'm doing.
9.
Mine was a 9.
Yours was a 9 too.
Reroll.
Reroll
8.
6.
Okay, so Brandon goes first, then Curtis. So the order so far is Chris, Brandon, Curtis, Anthony. So Zenmo rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he'll be the
Alright.
last to go in this. With that being said, Chris, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna run up and hit him with my polymorph blade.
I swear to fuck if that's how you end this shit.
Ooh, 2 off of an at 20. So that's 18 plus 7 for 25.
You do hit.
All right. So that is 2d6 plus 4. Does. So that's 6 plus 5 for 11 plus 4 for 15. And then I'm going to hit him with the hammering horns to push him back a little bit from us to give the rest of the guys just a little bit more time.
Okay.
So you need to make a DC of 15 on strength.
So I need to roll a strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He rolled a 20.
Oh, then you're
30.
good. I don't push him anywhere.
Okay, so you guys watch as Warren just lays into him. His blade, though, seems to go right through his body. Shadow just kind of rippling back into shape. And he laughs and says, "You're going to have to try a lot harder than that."
Warren, did you need to roll on the table again?
Yes.
Since you
Not
raged.
yours.
Yeah. No, I have to. I'm rolling off of his. Or do you guys want me to roll off of mine? And
No,
will the DM
it's
allow
already
that?
called. We got to roll
Yep.
off Brandon's. You can't change
I'm
it
already
now.
shooting fucking meatballs,
Look,
so we might
so
as
look,
well roll again.
We're going to use 2 different color ones. Here we go. That's a... What is that? A 65. Please be something good.
Ooh, okay. Up to 3 creatures of your choice within 30 feet take 4d10 lightning damage.
Dude.
Ow!
So-
4d10?
Yep.
So up to 3 creatures. So I'm going to allow you to use all 3 of those on him.
Yes.
Nice.
So that's a d10, and that's a d10. All right, so I got 4d10. So that's 10, 20,
Go on.
30, and 5.
35 lightning damage. Damn.
Jesus Christ.
So you guys watch as this lightning, out of nowhere seemingly, just comes from what was the roof of this church, exploding the walls away from everything. Zenmo, just shocked that he's even hurt, just pauses for a second. A sick and twisted smile comes upon his face and says, "That's a little better."
I'm gonna look at him and just give him a smooch as a big old minotaur. I'm gonna be like,
I'll allow it.
little tongue
Is that
flicker.
your
Brandon,
bonus
you're up
action?
next.
Yep, that's bonus action right there.
Nice.
Just a little.
Who was up?
I'll allow it.
Just a little slap and tickle.
Did you say-
Fervor, you're it.
All right. Fervor, seeing Zenmo come in like that and just see fucking lightning bolts coming out of nowhere, he is going to close his eyes and cast Conjure Animals. And in front of everyone appears a dire wolf and a tiger.
Nice.
I dig it.
And they get their own initiative.
Oh man.
Oh,
Uh,
that's
now-
Let me
awesome.
get where I can write this down.
When you cast this, is this like a spoken cant,
Nope. I just close my eyes, concentrate for a minute, 6 seconds, and they both appear in front of you.
Okay,
That's
but
awesome.
we would notice that you're obviously casting something, right?
Yeah, probably. You probably would have seen this before.
I felt like I was gonna kill the tiger.
No, you probably would have.
on
You would
our
have seen this
trip,
before.
on our trip and
Yeah.
adventures.
Yeah, in
we
our
would've
adventures,
seen
We've been
it.
together for a while. Okay.
Yeah, we would have
Okay.
seen it.
All right. That's a pretty cool one, though. I haven't heard that one.
Right? I haven't either.
Yeah, I like that. That was the first
I
time
really
I've
won't.
actually got to play with that.
I think anytime I play this wild magic thing, I'm gonna refer to Brandon's chart.
There's some really good stuff on it, but there's also some pretty bad stuff on it.
Could you send that one to me, please?
No.
I feel like every time I play a one shot
No.
now, I make a form of a character I already have because I tried doing that one with a warlock and messed up the spells. I ended up with like one level 5 spell that could hit like 7 times, but I had no other spells.
That was
just
awesome. That was awesome.
So it's like I can really, really kill one thing. If he
And
has
that's
friends
it.
with none.
Brandon, how many animals did you end up summoning?
2, but they only have 1 initiative. They take their turn together.
Okay, so do you want me to give them any special names?
No, just Direwolf and Tiger. They'll go away after an hour.
Constellation.
Actually,
Fucking idiot.
Hans and Franz.
Okay.
Hans and Franz. Which one's Hans? Which one's Franz?
France.
You're about,
Hans and
We
France.
don't know.
you're about to find out.
Brandon, would you like to do anything else?
Yeah, so whenever their initiative, by the way, was 10. So
10?
Yep.
They're above Zen with him.
And they can't attack when I conjure them out, so that's just my entire action. I will bonus action. Pull out. Oh no, I already pulled out my sword. Actually, no. Yeah, that's it then. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. Alrighty. Curtis.
Yep.
Your turn.
So I am still.
Refer to him as Willie.
We're gonna do that. I'm gonna have to call his whole name has to be William Richard at that point.
Just Willie will do.
Willie Dick.
My name is Long Willie Richard.
Long Willie Dick. Got it.
Uh,
Anthony, I hope you
so-
enjoyed that.
I did.
I'm still in stealth. How far away am I from this thing?
I would say since you were investigating the holy relics and everything, you're probably, I would say 30 feet away from him.
I asked that question, but it really doesn't matter. So I can shoot up to 600 feet.
Oh shit!
Holy fuck.
Wow.
With my
Without
With my-
disadvantage?
yeah.
Curtis's character building is on point
Yeah, and-
usually.
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm,
god.
I'm really good at making elves, but that's it. Nothing else. Don't. All right. So with my oath bow, I'm going to knock an arrow, and as it whispers to me, "Swift defeat to my enemies," I'm going to say, "Swift death to you who have wronged me." And what that does is it targets him as my sworn enemy.
Ooh.
Okay.
As my sworn enemy, when I make a ranged attack roll with this weapon, you have advantage on the roll. In addition, your target gains no benefit from cover other than total cover, and you suffer no disadvantage due to long range. So it allows me to take my full 600 feet of range.
Wow.
Okay.
If the attack hits, your sworn enemy takes an extra 3d6 piercing damage. While your sworn enemy lives, you have disadvantage on attack rolls with all other weapons. And with that being hidden, I'm also going to use sneak attack, which allows me to deal an extra 3d6. So I've got 1d8 plus 3, and then 6d6.
Okay.
Holy
And-
shit.
My roll to hit is 16 with 3 for 19.
Do not hit.
Oh.
Oh.
What a dick.
Damn.
Dick. That was about to fuck him up.
Out of character, I'm really good at making characters with stupid high AC.
I didn't notice.
Jesus, want to talk about high AC.
Well, I guess as that misses. Let me use cunning action to hide again.
Okay.
It allows as a bonus action to take, dash, disengage, or hide.
Okay.
Let's see here. Hide is another stealth check. Get back to the screen. That is 18 plus 6 to hide.
So you're definitely hidden again.
And that is, I believe, it for me.
Okay. So with that being said, go
Wait,
ahead.
was I supposed to roll advantage to hit?
Yes.
On your bow, yeah.
So roll again.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just saying for
It
damage.
said advantage on the attack.
Never mind. That's only an 8. Go ahead.
Anthony, you're up.
Okay. I am going to draw my sword. I am going to use its one of its charges to cast 7th level Finger of Death. He
Ooh.
needs to roll a Constitution save of 18 or higher.
Oh.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Okay.
Damn.
Hold on a second. Would you mind reading the effects of that?
You said negative energy coursing through a creature that you can see within range, causing it searing pain. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 7d8 plus 30 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
I did read that earlier. I just wanted everybody else to hear it. It's fucking gnarly. So that
Anthony,
was
is
a-
That's
this
pretty
like-
fucking badass.
Is this like the 5th character you made for this one shot? Like perfecting
Yeah.
what you were going to use? That's
so-
insane.
No, I
Plus
chickened out earlier
30.
and switched it to a barbarian from the bard because I don't know how to play magic characters.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
So Anthony, what did I need to beat?
18.
So I got 21.
Okay, so let me roll it and then you take half of it.
Okay.
5, 12, 19, 21, 23 plus 30 is 53. Divided by 2 is 26 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Jesus.
Sick.
Now, doesn't the necrotic damage
Ow.
take away HP, if I'm not mistaken?
Only if it has like a life siphoning thing. It's an
Ah.
added thing.
Thank you, Brandon.
Then I'm going to use my second action, or because I get 2 attacks per action, to slash at him with my sword.
Okay.
Does he get advantage for jumping off my shoulder to slash at him?
One more
I
time.
have 45 feet of movement, so I should be fine to get to him.
Yeah.
That is 23 to hit.
That hits.
Plus That's BB8. Two D10. That is 17 points of damage.
Okay.
Damn.
Nice.
So
And I should have 15 feet of movement left, so I'll use bonus action to back off that much.
okay.
Because you said he was 30 feet from us, correct?
He was 30 feet from Curtis. You guys would have been probably 15 feet, so you would move back to your original starting position.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I was further back because I was searching the church.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, Anthony, is that your turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Scott, you're up.
All right. For my first action, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
That is 20.
So it goes to the roller.
Yes.
So that would be a hit.
Hell yeah.
Was that
All
a
right.
nat 20 or a total?
It was a nat 20.
Gotcha.
So that's 8 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to do that as I'm running forward to slash him with my longsword. And that is a nat 20.
God damn.
So that's
Very nice.
Very
it's
nice.
full attack plus a roll, right?
It's your
Yep.
max damage on the dice
Max damage.
plus your rolled damage.
So
Right.
so the base right now is 19
Nice.
plus 10, so 29 points of slashing damage.
Ooh.
Okay. So with all the damage Zenmo's taken, you can kind of see this darkness just kind of flickering. But now as that happens, I need to check something real quick before I say anything. He's going to go ahead and cast Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
What about Brandon's animals? Oh wait, they can't attack
They're
the
not-
turn they were summoned.
Right. Well, they have their
well,
own
and this is a
initiative.
reaction anyways to getting hurt.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to point directly at Sinwin, being that he is a paladin and he's definitely not too keen on those anymore. And you need to beat a dex save of 17.
Oh, that's probably not going to happen. 10.
Okay, so you take 2d10 fire damage. For a total of 13 damage.
Okay.
And then is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay.
I want to make sure I'm standing next to Warnon and Electos.
Okay. So you definitely are standing next to them. So with this being said, go ahead and just make sure I'm not fucking this up because I want to make sure I'm playing this as accurately as possible. So I would do that. I think I'm going to do that. So you watch Zenmo's definitely he's really not pleased with the amount of damage he's taken. He doesn't seem to be hurt too badly, but he seems extremely angry. So he's gonna go ahead and turn himself into a Dreadlord.
Did my animals get passed up?
I thought they couldn't
They did, but I
attack the
thought they couldn't
turn they were
No,
summoned.
they can't attack on my turn when I summon them. They get their own initiative at
They
10.
did. So go ahead, Brandon.
My wolf, so Hans the wolf, and I'm like, Hans, bite! And he runs up and tries to take a bite out of Zenmo. And I get see. Okay, he gets advantage. Ooh, natural 20. Plus
Nice.
5. So he takes 2d6 plus 3, so that's automatically 15. Plus 6, so 21 points of damage there.
Okay.
And I say, Franz, attack! And he runs up, and he also gets advantage. Another natural 20. It was an 18 and a 20.
Dang.
And he's
Make it
going
up
to
for those
do
ones.
1d10 plus 3, so max damage is 10, 13, 7, so 20 points of damage there.
Okay.
They don't have any bonus actions, so.
Okay. So you see these two, the wolf and the tiger, just rip into him, biting as possibly hard as they can, taking chunks of his flesh. But as you notice that they take these chunks from him, they seem to be filled with darkness immediately after. No blood hits the ground, but you could for a split second see the muscle behind the darkness just being torn away from the bone. And as that happened, like I said, it just fills back in with darkness, appearing to have done no damage, but you can definitely tell it hurt him.
Okay, and then I'm going to call them back so where they're in front of me again.
Okay. So they do return to you. So with all this damage being done to him, as I was saying prior to me fucking up and forgetting about the animals, he's going to turn himself into a dreadlord. So let me read this to you guys real quick so you can understand this, and so there's no miscommunication on it. Once per long rest is an action, you can surround yourself with a 30-foot area aura of gloom for 1 minute, reducing any bright light in the aura to dim light. Whenever an enemy that is frightened by you starts its turn in the aura, it takes 4d10 psychic damage. Creatures that rely on sight have disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures within the aura. You can also perform a melee spell attack with the shadows as a bonus action that deals 3d10 plus 3 necrotic damage. So that is my action. Now, as my bonus action, not being very pleased that I just got bit into by a tiger and a dire wolf. Specifically, the tiger seemed to bother him the most. Zenmo's going to go ahead and use his bonus action to attack with the shadows. It doesn't say that I have any plus or minuses, so I'm just going to roll a flat 20. That would be a 18 to hit.
Which animal? The tiger?
Tiger, yes, sir.
Yeah, hits.
Okay. So that's 3d10 plus 3 necrotic. For a whopping total of 23 damage.
All right. Got it. He's still standing.
Okay. And then, with that being said, that is Zenmo's turn.
So now it's mine again.
You are up. Yep.
All right. I'm gonna do the same thing and hit them all enraged.
Okay.
And if an A is by the weapon, that means you get advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. 17 plus 7 for 24.
You hit.
And that's 2d6. So that is 5 plus 3 for 8 plus aha. Plus 4 for 8. 12.
Okay. Real quick before I take that completely away, I'm going to do that real fast. Brandon, so what would he have to roll to see if he is afraid?
Constitution.
So go ahead and roll that Constitution real quick.
18 plus 5.
Okay, so you're definitely not afraid.
Okay. And then Question is on the magic roll. It's only when you initially enter rage, correct?
Yeah,
'Cause
I
that's
think
how
that.
I'm
Yeah,
perceiving
when
it.
you start to rage, you trigger the wild magic surge. So if you have to rage again, you'll have to roll again. But while you're raged, you're fine.
Okay. And spells. Oh. So for a bonus action, I would like to use Divine Favor.
Okay.
Actually, would that work on my weapon? Because it would empower you. Oh, it empowers me. And then your weapon deals an extra 1d4 radiant damage on the next hit. And that'll be it.
Okay. All right, Brandon, you are up.
All right, seeing seeing the Hans and Franz doing so well. He said, "Good boys and girl, I guess." And he's gonna look up at Zenmo. I'm like, "Why don't you just chill and cast Frostbite?" He has to do a Constitution save of 14.
Okay. That's an 18.
All right. That's my action. Bonus action. No, that's it. That's my entire turn.
Okay. Curtis, you're up.
Yep. So this guy is pretty much where he started. Are any of you guys still around him, like within close proximity?
I'm pretty sure I would be because I have to be within 5 feet of him.
I would be. Yeah, I'm up there.
I would assume in front of him.
Probably.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire
Nice.
15 feet behind him. And it says, each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. We're going to make it green for St. Patty's Day. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light. So I would say kind of like emanating light, as if he were glowing.
Okay.
For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against an affected creature has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
Nice.
That is a nice ability.
Fairy Fire is beautiful.
Right?
And that lasts, let's see, I know it's got a duration, up to 1 minute. So I think we determined was 10 turns.
Mm-hmm.
Is that concentration?
Yeah.
Cool.
And that being said, let's see, that would throw me out of stealth, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Casting that. Bonus
Would
action, I'm
it?
just going to use
Yeah.
cunning action again
Okay.
to hide and kind of duck behind one of the pews here in front of me.
Okay.
Let me throw stealth for that.
Roll high.
Ooh. Yeah, that works. 16 plus 6.
Yeah, you're pretty well hidden.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. So then up next would be Anthony.
You're on mute, Anthony.
We're what, about 15 feet away from him?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to jump up on his shoulder. If I need to roll a save against his spell or whatever, let me know.
I'll give you it for this one. I kind of
I mean,
all of
I'll beat
everybody
it,
else
but-
so far.
Okay, I am going to use my bonus action of Divine Word. It's another charge on my sword. Level 7.
Wow.
Okay.
You utter a
That's
divine
what we
word
got.
imbued with the power that shaped the world at the dawn of creation. Choose any number of creatures you can see within range. I choose him. He needs to make a charisma saving throw of 18.
Okay, I'm
Jeez,
liking
dude.
it. So that is a 18 on the money.
Damn
it. Wait, you said a saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, let me re-roll that real quick. Hold on.
Wait, what saving throw?
It's a charisma save, isn't it, Anthony?
Yep.
Yes.
So that time was, and I'm going to tell you the plus because I think you guys are going to shit. So that was an 18 plus 12.
Jeez.
Good Lord.
30.
Whew.
Fuck.
And just to keep on this one. Whoop.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he saves.
Plus 12.
Alrighty. Anthony, you got anything?
Still got. Just a second.
Cool.
I'm going to use my attack since I'm on his shoulder and just try and hit him.
Okay. Where specifically do you want to hit him?
I'm going to stab him in the neck. That's
Okay.
a nat 20. As you can
Definitely
see.
is.
Nice.
Definitely hits with that plus 10.
So that will be 1d8 plus 7 is 15. Get that out of here. We'll roll one of these.
Out of character while he's rolling. With my oath bow, since I get that extra, I think it's 3d6.
19.
Do those count with the natural 20?
Yep.
Gotcha.
I believe any damage that could be counted is what
Double.
counts in the nat 20.
And then you also roll the extra 3d6.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait, quick question. Isn't Anthony supposed to be rolling with advantage on the other ones because of the fairy fire?
Yep.
He got a nat 20.
Yeah, he got a nat 20.
Yeah, no.
Any?
Can't get
Oh,
any-
and
So
then
that would be
missed on the
15 plus 20, 35 starting, plus
Jesus.
Get out the calculators.
plus 23 on my roll is 54.
Shit.
God.
Dang.
Beautiful.
I think Eldruma needs to run into this guy.
Yeah.
This sword actually crits on 19s and 20s, so
Whew.
Nice.
God damn.
That barbarian energy.
yeah.
Don't barbarians crit on 19s or 20s, period?
So, certain kinds.
Yeah, I
That's-
think it's a
That's just
feat that
flat
you
out
get, isn't
big
it?
Yeah.
dick energy.
They say I'm hung like a goat.
Alrighty, Anthony.
Hey.
Is that your thing?
I'm gonna, if you'll, well, I probably can't. I've used all my bonus action and stuff. I don't know if I can hop off and get 15 feet away again.
You know what? I will give you the benefit of the doubt on this one in saying that when you struck like that, you were kind of jumping while you were striking.
It's like bouncing off. Heading back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because especially with that being a crit, I would definitely say that was just a flawless strike.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a jump attack on Ocarina of Time. It doesn't matter where you hit, you just kind of bounce off and
Yep.
still fall to the ground. Ah!
Right. Alrighty, Scott, your turn.
All right. for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Magic Weapon on my sword, which turns it into a +1 magic weapon.
Nice.
And then I'm going to take 2 attacks on him. And these are with advantage, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
both. All attacks.
So the high for the first attack is 25.
Okay.
Actually, 26 because of the +1. And then that's 9 + 1, so that's 10 damage on that first strike.
Okay.
25 high on the second attack,
Okay.
and 9 damage.
Nice.
Okay. Good consistent damage. I'm digging it. Alrighty. With that being said, it is up to Brandon's animals now.
All right. Hans and Franz, they look back at me smiling, and they look back, and they both just attack again. First one I doubt hits 13.
Definitely not.
So Hans misses. Oh, wait, they have advantage,
Damn
though.
it, Hans.
Yep.
Still misses. Franz. With advantage. Same exact number. 9. Misses.
999.
And then I recall them, and they come back to me.
Okay. About this time, as these animals come rushing back, you guys hear Patrick's voice exclaiming specifically to Curtis to retrieve the holy symbol shard. And then he instantly vanishes. Now, with that being said, it is Denmo's turn. He is
Punch him
going
in the
to
dick.
go.
Got it.
I think he keeps it in his loincloth, boys.
He's going to go ahead and, remembering that burning and shocking feeling coming from Chris, he's going to rush Chris for a nat 20.
I would like to use my magical item. It is a guardian emblem on my shield. As a reaction, I'm going to turn that nat 20 into a normal hit.
Oh, nice.
Real fucking lucky, Chris, because what he was attacking me with was inflict wounds, and that's 7d10 damage.
Oh.
You better be thanking Scott something fierce.
Oh,
Dude, oh my god, I'd be
that would have been bad.
max damage. Wait. Hold on. Max damage.
That would have been
Plus
immediately
Plus what he
70.
rolled.
That would have been like
So-
instant death, I think.
Yeah, so that would have been 70 plus 41.
Oh.
So that's 41 damage, Chris.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And then as a bonus action, he's going to look towards
Let's
Sinwin,
do it
knowing that
again.
he just blocked. Oh, he can't do that one again right away. He's going to look towards Senwin since he blocked off the most brutal attack he could let go. And he's going to go ahead and attack with his shadows again.
Bring it.
He's definitely pissed off. That attack has killed many of his foes prior. So we're going to go ahead and roll this one. It's flat, no pluses. Oh man, I can't believe that 18. Wanted to send a little shiver, but that's 18 to hit.
18. My armor class is 18, so that hits.
Okay. So 3d10 plus 3 necrotic.
Ouch.
That ain't nice.
No.
For a total of 15 damage.
Okay. 15 I can absorb. All right.
Yeah. That's not that
Alrighty.
bad.
I'm definitely bloody, though. Things
So
are
with
not
that-
nice.
So with Zenmo's turn coming to an end, you guys do kind of notice that what once seemed to be this destroyed town has now turned into a crater. Things are shifting very quickly and time's reversing, it seems, behind you. And as this is happening, it seems like you're in the center of a town square now. With plenty of people around, but they're seeing this dark entity just flash before their eyes, and all the people vanish instantly as quick as they were there. So with that being said, you guys are now in a cityscape kind of going on to the town's original form. Go ahead, Brandon.
I don't see Zenmo anywhere.
You do still see him.
Isn't it Warren's turn?
I think it's
What was that?
Warren's turn.
I think it's Warren's turn. I'm after Warren.
My bad.
So after he hit me, I'm going all in on it. I'm hitting him because I'm officially pissed.
In this little silence here, I think my magic weapon just dropped. How does concentration spells work whenever you get hit? What do I have to pass for a Constitution check?
Oh, a Constitution check. I think it's half of whatever
13.
damage you got.
Oh, it's half the damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Still have my magic weapon. Sorry, I just
Okay.
remembered that.
So attacking him, that was a nat 20.
Jesus.
Okay.
Nice.
So now
Now, Chris.
you must make a DC 15 saving throw.
What's the saving throw I got to throw?
Wisdom.
What do I got to beat?
15.
15. That's 19 plus 10 for 29.
Damn. All right. Well, you still take full damage plus roll.
Damn it. I want you
Yeah,
to turn him
right?
into a rabbit so I could keep him.
So did I. So did I. So that is 2d6 plus 4. So that's 12 plus 4 for 16 plus 19, 21. In addition to also being hit with, what was that? Was it? Oh, wait, spell. Bam. Divine flavor. So that is also 1d4 added. Plus 3. What did I say that was? 21. I just lost it.
You're 21
You were at
plus.
Yeah, you're at 21 before the D4.
Okay, 21 plus 3 for 24.
Okay.
And then bonus action. Let's try again of the hammering horns
Okay.
after I hit him. So DC strength of 15.
Okay. So that's 10 plus 6 for 16.
Dang, almost. All right, that is all at the moment.
You guys are doing good. I'm going to give you credit. Brandon, you're up.
Yeah, so I'm going to reprimand the Hans and Franz for not really doing a very good job that round and look over to Zenmo and say, why don't you just catch these fleas? And off of both animals, just hundreds and hundreds of fleas jump off of him and start crawling up Zenmo. He needs a Constitution save of 14.
Okay. That is 10 plus 6 for 16.
All right, he passes. All right, yep, nothing
What are you
happens
saying?
then.
Fleece ain't biting that dark shit.
Nope. Or he's just shaking him off. That's what I'm kind of imagining. Bonus
Just
action. Yeah, I got nothing. I guess
Okay.
that's my turn.
Alrighty. Curtis, it is on you. Anthony, you're on deck.
Alright.
Or not, sorry. Curtis, you're on deck. Anthony, you're after Curtis. Y'all know what I
So,
mean.
going back to, because I didn't want to dive into it much since it wasn't my turn, but going back to what old boy said, he said to find the crystal shard.
Yes.
Would I think that he's talking about like in the church, or the piece that he was saying that old Venmo stole?
So you would think that he was referring to initially you would think that Patrick was talking about the relic inside of the church, but thinking about it further, you would realize
Yeah, because
that
I
that
already
would make a
investigated the relics in the church.
right. You would realize that there would be nothing in there that would make a whole lot of sense. But you do. I'm gonna have out of battle real quick. Just have you roll an insight check.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. That one.
Oh, so you definitely don't even know what the fuck you're thinking about.
I'm like, dude,
So
all the
during-
relics around here are shit.
During the story that Patrick was telling you, you kind of were just twiddling your thumbs and looking around and just daydreaming about getting the fuck out of this place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sitting there like, man, there's a really good special that just popped up on DudeTube. You know, I don't even want to be here. I don't know why these guys keep making me follow them around and fight these big stupid monsters. I'm just over it. I'm gonna take a shot just square for the face of this guy.
Okay.
And since he's still sworn enemy, I get the extra 3d6. Since I'm hidden, I get the 3d6 sneak attack. So to hit is 19 plus 3.
You definitely hit.
Sweet. I missed last time. All right. Let's play maths, guys. That is 7 plus 3 for 10. Then I get 66.
Jesus.
13, 19, 24, 28, 30 points of damage.
Jesus. I gotta applaud you guys with these character creations. Just bravo.
This
Except
is
for
what
the
I
guy who
wanted to
hasn't
do with
hit
Froll,
yet.
because it's the same class and everything that Froll was, and I took the wrong feat on accident.
Nice.
Now I gotta live with it.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah. Bonus action. We're gonna hide again.
Okay.
Ooh. That is 4 plus 6 for 10 on stealth.
You definitely think you're hidden.
Yeah. I go back behind the pew that I was hiding before, not realizing that we're not in the church anymore. So now I'm just kind of ducked down behind nothing.
Oh,
And that's
man.
it.
Okay. Anthony, you're up.
You're on mute.
So we're all 5 together right in front of this big fucker, right?
I'm 15 feet back.
Okay,
Yeah,
4 of us are
me
right
too.
there, right in front of him. 3.
I'm
3.
30 feet
It's
We
away.
have
me.
the Minotaur and the Paladin.
Yep.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretty much go behind him so that the 3 of us have him surrounded. Did you say that passes?
He is going to take an opportunity attack
I was
as you're-
gonna say you still, just so you know, you still have advantage on your attack rolls.
Oh, I do?
My fairy. Yeah, from
Mhm.
my fairy fire.
Oh, I
It's
didn't know
got-
we had. Never mind then. I don't need to go behind him. I was trying to gain advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got 9 more rounds.
You'd have
Okay, I'm
advantage
just
anyways
gonna-
because
What?
there's 2 other people next to him, so you got advantage anyways.
I didn't know if it counted as having him surrounded if we were just in a line in front of him.
Yep, it is.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna slash at him with my sword.
Okay.
There's a 28 to hit.
Jesus.
That hit.
God dang.
Damn.
Nope.
28
Bye-bye.
And he only rolled a 4. That's what's
Yeah,
crazy.
Right.
I've rolled an 18. Uh, I need to just roll 3 of those. There's 25 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
And right after that, yeah, I'll just attack again.
Okay.
That is 25 to hit.
Okay. It does hit.
Damn.
That is 18 points of damage.
Okay. At this point, you guys would notice that he's definitely losing some of his shape. He wouldn't have the glowing energy coming from his wings anymore. They're actually starting to kind of rot and fall off. He's sustained a ton of damage. He is pretty bloody, but he's not looking like he's ready to give up just yet.
Also, quick cognitive of the time, we have about 9 minutes.
It'll probably be over in this next round or so.
Yep, Zenmo just killed us all. Love it. He snaps his finger, Thanos style. Done.
Thanos.
I'm done with this.
Not quite like that, but Anthony, is
He
that your
said
turn?
we're getting there.
Yes.
Okay, Scott, you're up.
So you said that we were transported to like the city square and then
Right.
time kind of went back.
Right.
Is the crystal in the city square again as it was when Patrick told us it was there before Venmo took it? Or what's his name?
Yeah. So you would notice.
Venmo.
I do, I do want you to roll a perception real quick to see if you would notice that it is there.
Okay, that's a 5. No.
Same as Curtis, you ain't knowing shit.
I ain't knowing shit. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see, we already have advantage. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Divine Favor on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take 2 attacks on him.
Okay.
So the highest on the first attack is a 25.
Nice.
That hits.
Actually 26 with the +1. So that's 9 plus the 1d4 radiant damage from the spell I cast.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 10 damage total for that one.
Okay.
And then the high attack for the second one is a 20.
Okay.
And then that is 6 damage plus the d4. So 7 damage on the second hit.
Okay. You definitely hurt him a little bit.
Just pressing in.
Honestly, consistent damage seems to be the key. All right, Brandon, your animals are up. Hans and Franz. to
Hans,
attack.
attack! And Wolf's gonna charge up and try to take a bite.
Okay.
17 plus 5, 22. So that's
Hit.
2d6 plus 3. A 1 and a 1 and a 3, so that's 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Also, I just realized this. He needs a DC strength throw of 13, or he's knocked prone.
For saving throws, we got a 13 plus 6 for 9.
Yeah, definitely passes.
9 doesn't pass.
Oh, sorry. That's 13 plus 6 Nebraska math.
Go off what you say, not what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, 9.
He
He
he's on the
fails.
floor.
He's knocked prone.
Tiger Franz is going to run up and attack with a. Is there any way he can back up another 5 feet before lunging forward?
For the tiger?
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, he's gonna step back 5 feet and then charge. He'll need a DC 13 check on that or knock prone.
Okay.
13 plus 9 equals 6.
That is 13. Just 13.
13 passes just on the roller side.
Barely.
But he does get a bite and a claw attack. So the first is a 20 to hit,
That hits.
and the second is another 20 to hit.
That also hits.
Okay, D10 plus 3. So that's 13 points for the first. D8. And 10 points on the second.
Okay.
And then he'll run back to me with his full speed.
Okay.
Both of them.
Alrighty. So Zenmo, absolutely fed up with this, not expecting this to have taken as much damage and as much time. He thought he was going to wipe this whole party within a matter of minutes. Jumps back. This goes to the crystal. You see a glowing light appear in his hand. A shard of this.
Isn't the fairy fire still behind him?
No. Since we teleported after everybody's turn, the fairy fire kind of dispels. So he jumps back, and you see right here in about the center of his palm, a glowing red orb start to appear. So with this is a homebrewed spell that I kind of made specifically for this.
What do you mean? You said he jumped
Of
back?
course you did.
Yeah, they would get opportunity of attack, right? All three of them?
Yeah, I have
all of
that.
us.
Yep, everybody who's right up on him gets that opportunity of attack.
I wish I would have kept my wolf and tiger there now.
Now,
Nat
I am going to say,
20.
though, Nat 20.
Yes.
Do we
Okay.
get advantage on the opportunity attack?
Yeah, any attacks. Because he's still surrounded.
Two shit rolls. 2 10s.
Ouch.
Miss and a miss.
That would be a 27 to hit.
Fuck yeah, it does.
And then DC Wisdom 13.
Okay.
Save.
That's 28 points of damage. Slashing.
Okay. Chris, I have to roll. You said a 13, right?
Yeah.
So as long as I don't roll a 1 or a 2, I'm okay. I rolled a 13. I'm not even going to add my bonus. I'm just going to take the 13 on that one.
All right.
All right. So Zenmo is definitely now bleeding. And you can see pools of blood just flowing from his body. He holds his hand like this, and as he summons this ball of energy from his hand, glowing bright red, all the black just disappears, and you see his gray skin underneath. And it's kind of almost as if it's crawling towards the orb. Zenmo's going to release Calamity itself. I'm going to need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I'm good
Is
at
By
this
the way,
magic
He takes another 10 damage too from
or
my
a spell?
attack.
10 damage. It still leaves him bloody, but and what was that, Anthony?
Is this a spell or a magical effect?
Yes,
Or a charm.
it is. It would technically be a magical effect.
What kind of save is it?
Constitution.
That is 18.
18 for me as well.
natural 20 for me.
Nice.
And 19 plus 4, 23.
Okay, Chris.
11 plus 5 for 16.
Chris is the only one who doesn't pass.
Fuck.
Okay, so to finish
I
this
don't
off,
feel
real quick,
so
we are
good.
at our time. I had a very grandiose kind of thing I was going to do for this. The energy explodes forth from Zenmo's hand. You hear him ushering the words, "Well, suppose you can't win them all." And a black energy explodes with shreds of blood and gore and unholy energy coming from everywhere. Now, those of you who did pass, you would see all of this, but you wouldn't feel anything. Chris, being that you didn't pass, you feel your very essence being torn away from your body as 3,000 years time turned your bones, your flesh, and everything into dust, leaving nothing more than the crater below this
He
town.
fucking Thanos snapped.
You have to go with it, Brandon. That was a good idea right there at the end. The last things you hear were, "Well done, adventurers. You did exactly what I needed to. Farewell."
Fuck
As in heavy-
you.
I'm
I was
gonna
gonna try
Really,
that finger of death thing again, the divine word, but I didn't want to because your fucking con modifier's plus 12.
ridiculous.
He would have
Yeah.
been below 20 when I hit with that. He would have been instantly defeated.
Oh shit.
Willie, I'm
So-
gonna run up and I'm gonna grab that shard and just pocket it and try and sell it at the or the local tavern.
When you
For
go back to
another
the
bag
tavern,
of
it's not
infinite
there.
gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Warren's ashes and just teabag him. And I just give him a farewell teabagging.
So, for a point of reference, you guys did a fuck ton of damage. He was 20 points from being dead after all the opportunity attacks and everything was over with. So, he was pretty fucking close.
That's funny.
So what you're saying is,
You guys could have,
Satyr barbarians for the win.
if time would have allotted, you guys would have been able to kill him.
That would have been awesome.
he'd have been dead on the next round.
Yeah.
He would have been dead.
Roll a Constitution save for the next one. See what you would have got.
I'll humor you. That's 17 flat.
You would have missed, and you would have been instantly defeated.
Damn.
I would have been spared.
Yeah, you would have.
You bastard.
Well, I hope
That
you guys
sword was
enjoyed that.
OP as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's
Probably shouldn't have let me use that sword.
yeah.
It's okay.
Well, see,
I kind of wanted to see what kind of OP shit you guys were going to use. Point of reference, he's pretty fucking bad motherfucker.
yeah, I was going. So my sword, if I were to attack with it, and I thought about doing it, but I decided not to. But every time I make an attack with my sword, I can have someone else make an attack as well. So I could have had Electos just attack twice every round.
You should have done that.
Yeah, 'cause
I was going
For
to,
one
but
attack, I would have got the 2 attacks, right?
no,
Per
no,
action.
you get one
No, it was-
attack, not action. Just one swing of your sword or whatever.
Yeah, but if you figured out, like, as character who was gonna go after,
Well, see,
You
that's the
coulda-
thing is, I saw him do a lot of damage, but I didn't want to get close enough for him to be able to attack me, and
Yeah.
that was my fear. So, and he was
Didn't
also.
even rage for the final fight.
Oh, you
forgot.
didn't? That's funny.
All I did,
Oops.
I did that bear totem, so it would have just reduced incoming damage, but he was doing psychic, so it would have still hurt me.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Well,
boys.
Sweet.
Scott, welcome again. Thank you for joining
Hey.
us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
It was fun.
No
be sure to.
problem.
Coming.
We hope you enjoyed yourself. I know we're super happy to have guests on, so good times. Again, this will be released on YouTube and on the podcast networks Friday. So catch that. We will be back on track for Pirates on Sunday. We have a show on Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, for Pass Down Stories. And then El Druma will come back next week on its normal time.
And also, so the viewers know, on Pass Down Stories, I don't know if we've mentioned, it's going to be a shorter show.
Yeah.
So if you are planning on tuning into that, I would tune in at 8.
Yep, because it will go fast. I'll probably do a replay afterwards, so it kind of just rolls twice, just so people get another chance. But as always, guys, be kind to each other. Do something nice for someone tomorrow. Love each other, but most importantly, love yourselves. Have a good night, and fuck cancer.
Fuck
cancer.
Cancer.